Give it a day. Receiving the content.
I am opening up the preview.
Nice. Oh, I should probably hit the transition button. There we go.
What were we on? We were going into Rogue, correct?
Oh, yeah, yes, we were.
Okay, awesome. Then I'm ready to go.
Alrighty. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of the Hearthstone final reveal stream where we are talking about every single card in the set. Today, going through Rogue, Shaman, Warrior, Warlock, and Neutral.
And
Uh,
Fred.
and yes, Fred is here. If you did not
Hi.
hear his voice before.
Yeah. We are ready. I'm excited. I'm going to be a little quiet, but hopefully Mike's turned my mic up so that we can hear me. But I want to be considerate of the other people in my dorm. But I'm excited to go through the rest of this expansion and review the stuff before it comes out tomorrow.
It does
It
come out
drops.
tomorrow, and I am very excited. Here, talk one more time.
Talk.
Uh,
So
how
say
you
some words.
feel? Okay, cool. There we go. I am really
Okay,
fucking
cool.
quiet, and it really irritates me because I don't know what's going on with my mic. Hey, what's up, Rygen? How's it going? I am doing fantabulous. Welcome to the stream.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull up the stream on my phone so I can look at comments and stuff. But
My God.
I'm
Okay.
ready to go when you are. Starting with Rogue.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing where I put my face on the thing.
Okay.
For some reason, it won't let me have multiple video captures at one time, which is a little bit aggravating.
Okay.
But here we freaking go. Starting with. Is that. Let me just make sure this actually works. Doing a thing, doing a thing. Yes, that is perfect. Let me check the audio real quick if you want to check it as well.
Yeah. I don't believe I've seen Rygen before on the stream. Is he a new reviewer?
Yes, he is. He
Nice,
started.
nice.
He said that he watches almost a lot of the videos, and he just never
That's cool.
comments. And he
All right.
started commenting yesterday night, and then he mentioned some stuff that happened in the Pokemon Red playthrough, and I was like, "Oh shit, you actually did watch all of
Well,
that
that's
stuff."
good. Do you play? If you play Hearthstone, I hope you'll enjoy our little review of the new expansion, and then he'll
Yes,
probably be back to the other content after this, unless we play a
probably.
few games
I
or
mean,
whatever.
yeah, I'm going to be streaming it tomorrow night.
I'm hearing feedback. Like I'm hearing my voice from. Or do you have the volume on the stream up?
Here, hold up. I can't hear you right now. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm literally. You're fine. I was having my headphones off, sorry. But I can hear you fine, but I am
Okay.
literally. I have myself. What's up?
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking
So
have
we're good
my.
now. We're good to go.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Daring escape
Oh, wait, I should
first.
probably do that. There we go.
um, I'm still seeing just OBS on the stream.
I just switched over. Give it a second.
Okay, cool. There we go. See now. Um,
Okay,
so Daring
cool.
escape is 1 mana to return all friendly minions to your hand. This is bad game design for sure.
Okay.
Designing this card literally exists just for combos. There's no possible reason for this card to exist except for unfair combos that make your turn take 20 minutes and attempt an OTK on your opponent. And those, if those aren't too good, they can exist on accident, but you should never make those exist on purpose. That's bad game design. So design wise, this card gets 1 star, but I'm
Okay.
going to give
That
this
makes
five
sense.
stars in terms of how much impact it's going to have on the meta. If a rogue deck cares about bouncing minions, it's going to play this as a 2 of, and it's going to be the turning point in whether the deck wins or not, whether they draw Daring Escape. I can still hear my voice in feedback
Yeah, no, I was
related to
testing to
stuff.
make sure. Yeah, I fixed a whole bunch of stuff while you were talking
Okay,
about this card.
so I
I
won't be
did have
able
you
to
one ear.
anymore to hear it.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool. All right.
I agree with you on all of those points. Um, some
I think these cards are
people,
broken.
This card is disgusting in a
Yeah.
world where Togwaggle Scheme exists.
What's rival scheme?
Togwaggle Scheme, we can go over that next in context with.
Hey, I'm still hearing feedback. Like I can't hear you because it's my voice from a few seconds ago talking over.
Okay, we'll just give it a second because it should be catching up.
Okay.
Alright, I am good on my end. I don't hear any feedback.
Okay.
Do you hear any feedback for you?
No, not anymore.
Okay, cool.
Alright,
Then we're good because my audio is now fixed. I'm gonna have to deal with this mic situation in a later
Okay.
date.
Yeah, sweet.
That's fine.
So Waggle Pick.
Okay, we're going to Bagel Pick next, which is fine. We can
I
discuss
think
Daring
this
Escape.
design- Huh?
We can discuss Daring Escape in a little bit more detail when we get to another one of the rogue cards.
Okay. Waggle Pick is 4 mana 4/2 weapon. Death Rattle will return a random friendly minion to your hand. It costs 2 less. I think it's a fine card. This is an example of that effect designed in a non-broken way. Make sure that your
Yes.
board is full of Battlecry minions or just damaged minions you would like to return. Yeah,
You
I mean
can
this
get
card's
another
fine.
Tess.
Yeah, it's going to be a reasonable pick in Arena. It's good stats. It's like True Silver Champion sort of. Yeah, I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
it is
I'm
the
gonna-
same stats as True Silver Champion.
Yeah,
I
I'm giving it
realize
3
that.
stars.
3 stars. I agree with you. This return mechanic is very. The return mechanic is what they're pushing in this set, and I am very surprised, for Rogue at least, I'm very surprised that they printed Daring Escape. Because with some of the other
Yeah,
effects.
I think we're going to be judging all of these cards against Daring Escape, and so they're all going to suck.
No.
Because you have to compare them to Daring Escape.
Yeah, no. In combination of what you can Daring Escape, it just makes it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, you ready for another fucking disgusting card?
Yeah.
Underbelling Fence. It is
Underbelly Fence.
2 mana rare, 2/3 body. Battlecry for holding a card from another class, gain +1/+1 in Rush. So if you're playing Burgle Rogue, get a 3/4 2 mana minion with Rush.
Okay, hot take. This never comes down on turn 2 and likely doesn't even come down on turn 3, so I think it's totally fine. Like, it's a good card, but they're Swashbuckler's out of standards, so this is never going to come down on turn 2 unless you just want a 2-mana, unless you just want a River Croc.
Is Hallucination rotating?
Yeah, it's from Angora, right?
Yeah, probably. It's either from
Well, I
throws
know
and
it's
frozen
rotating.
throws. Okay, yeah, so it's rotating, so you can't turn 1 hallucinate, turn 2 Underbelling Fence.
Right, even
Which
if
would
you
be
could,
disgusting.
that's a green curve anyway. Like, that's going to be really good, obviously, but how
Yeah,
often is it going to happen?
yeah.
Good. Yeah, I think this card's totally fine. I'm going to give it 3 stars. Like, it's a good card. It's just like a 2-mana 3/4 rush is a lot better on turn 2 than it is on turn 6.
True. I mean, you could turn for this Blink Fox into Underbelly, Dagger, or
Yeah, and then
something.
spend your other 2 mana on something else, and then it's totally fine. Like, it trades into your opponent's 3-drop, but I don't think it's as good as, like
Yeah,
the ceiling on this card happens in Wild. The ceiling on this card can't happen in Standard.
Yeah, no, I was under the impression that Hallucination was not rotating, and then I realized that it was.
I'm fairly certain it's rotating, because it's from
Yeah.
Angoro. I'm almost certain.
You're probably right. It's either from Frozen Thrones or Ungoro. I can check real quick if you want.
It's fine, yeah.
When
Yeah, so I'm giving this 3 stars.
Hallucination.
You good?
Yeah, Journey to Ungoro. You are correct.
Okay, sweet.
Yes, so it will be rotating.
Yeah, should be. I mean, in Wild, like, you have 2 Hallucination, 2 Swashbuckler.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can curve that turn 1 into Underbelly Fence turn 2, and that's a pretty good play. So, like, in Wild, this card gets a lot better. But, I mean, the 2-mana 3/4 rush is fine in Wild.
Why did it do that? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not... I thought the thing I just said I thought was happening, so that's why I thought it was disgusting.
Yeah, it's a 3 drop.
Hallucination.
I mean 3 stars.
That's
3 stars.
yeah, I would agree with you. It's a solid body
Um,
for 2 mana that you can then continue your turn with. You can do stuff in your turn as well.
yeah.
Oh, with this
Um,
with Daring Escape, you can just like rush a board.
I
Sorry,
mean, I guess
I'm not. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of stuff that you could try to combine with it.
anything. Um, so tack,
Facts.
not Noblicker,
Talk. Oh yeah, talk. Nas Whisker
not
Boy.
Noswhisker. I think this is too expensive to be good.
It's a 7 mana
Um,
6/6. Whenever you shuffle a card into your deck, add a copy of it to your hand.
um,
Um.
so here's the trick.
Uh huh.
You play tack, and then the same turn you play a Baleful Banker and put a copy of tack in your deck and a copy in your hand.
Interesting.
And
I.
then for the rest of the game, every time you like gang up or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
just play the rogue because the rogue scheme
Yeah.
shuffles more copies into your deck,
The rogue scheme is.
and then you fill your hand with copies of that card. Yeah.
You can
So
also, again, this is a dream situation. To reload your hand, you can go tack prep into espionage, turn 8, and
was
you
that
just
finish?
academic espionage, shuffle 10 cards from your opponent's class, and they all cost 1, and you just get a giant reload of cost 1 cards from your opponent's class as a hand. You can use that as a reload,
Oh. And then scheme.
and then scheme.
Yeah.
You
Oh, that's really good.
could, yeah, you could talk scheme. Um, you could talk scheme a pogo. Everyone was like pogo rogue, but there's a lot more disgusting things that you could probably figure out with this
Just
stuff.
tack prep espionage,
Yeah,
and then with your
as a,
1 mana you have left over, just play one of the cards you got.
yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
espionage. Yeah, I think it's really good.
So,
Even this 4 stars for sure. I think it's going to enable some more fair and fun rogue decks than the degeneracy that Daring Escape is going to enable. So I'm a fan.
I am too. I like this card. Also,
Okay.
if you watch the person who got the card to reveal does incredible CGI stuff.
Who is it?
I don't remember. I can send you a link afterwards.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the dude, it's like it is beautiful. It's so cool looking there. So I'll have to send you that link. And it's not like the
Yeah.
whole like I'm on stream and I'm gonna do thing. It's like actors, costumes, fucking CGI shit. It's super cool.
Oh, nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
How do we feel about Vendetta?
Vendetta is disgusting. Again, for 0 cost, deal 4 damage is not okay.
It's to a minion. It's fine.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. 2 a minion
Like-
is important for sure.
Rogue gets the best kill spells. You have to set this up. I think with Hallucination and Swashbuckler gone, you might be kind of overestimating how easy it is to fulfill the condition that makes it cost 0. And 4/4 without costing 0 is not good. Like Shaman doesn't usually even play the deal 4 to a minion, gain 4 health for 4, and that I consider to be a pretty good card. So like,
Yeah, Tidal Surge.
yeah.
That
I
was
don't think
even a
Vendetta-
little bit of play in Even Shaman, and then they killed that deck. So
Yeah, I think Vendetta's a 3-star card. Like I'll feel fine taking it in arena. It's hard to
Yeah.
fulfill the condition, but later in the game, if you have the condition fulfilled, it's nice that it doesn't take up any of your other mana for plays that turn. So
yeah, because right now the only really good way to effectively good early game burgle cards right now are Blink Fox, which is at 3 mana, and I think that's the cheapest,
yeah,
which is a little bit unfortunate, but probably for the better.
yeah. How do
Espionage
we-
still isn't standard though, so I mean this is bad. I don't know. Do you play this in conjunction with Walk the Plank, or do you play this
you play
with
this
Walk
in
the Plank?
arena?
You play this in
Um,
arena. You just play Walk the Plank in standard.
Yeah, like it's
That's
fine.
fine.
I don't know if it'll see. I'm not big in Rogue. Like this is honestly going to be the class I'm most checked out for. Like I'm not going to be able to give very much valuable information, and I don't care about Rogue.
That's fair enough. There is some disgusting meme degeneracy, which I will try on stream.
Well, I mean, this next
With
card is pretty interesting. I'm interested by this next card.
Yeah, let's move on. Vendetta, 3
Yeah.
stars.
Unidentified contract.
So this is one of the callback cards.
Yeah.
Togwaddle
need
came
you to
out
look
in Cobalts and
tokens.
Catacombs.
I need you to look up what the tokens do, because if we
Oh,
were on the
oh,
Emperor,
oh. Yes, let me look that up, and I will pull it up on stream so people can see it.
yeah. So it's a 6 mana spell. It destroys a minion and gains a bonus effect in your hand. So this is a callback to a few expansions ago when we got the Paladin weapon that got a random effect, the Warrior spell that added 5 armor and then gave a random effect,
Yeah, it's
and the
the
Priest potion that gave a minion +2/+2 for 3 and then had a random effect, which was like either give it lifesteal or Death Rattle return to your hand or Divine Shield.
the identify mechanic. What the fuck is Go away! I did not click on any of you. I just want to look at this.
So this is one of the easiest cards to do a floor to ceiling analysis on.
This
Um,
doesn't show me the stuff.
all right.
There is a. You can either get the Patient Assassin, which is a 1/1 stealth poisonous, which you can see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to move my face cam over to the other side real quick, which you
Also,
can see right
I'm getting
here.
feedback again.
Feedback.
Yeah, I'm getting feedback again.
Hold on. I don't. There's nothing weird with my stream.
Okay, well, It's not from the stream. It's from the Facebook call, I think.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah. Okay. But it's fine
right.
now.
Good.
So Patient Assassin off of this is really good because it's basically just a second kill spell unless they have board wipe.
So there's that one, and then there is one, which is, or maybe you get 2 coins.
Wait, really? Because that seems like it'd be
Oh yeah,
far and away the worst one.
No, you get 2 coins. You get 2 coins.
That sucks.
Which is a little bit unfortunate. And then the other 2
the
are
only
right here.
time where that's good is in Miracle Rogue, and you can't control when you're going to get that one off of the unidentified contract, so it's not even consistent. Right. Yeah, no.
The other one is add a copy of it to your hands and a betrayal effect.
That's interesting because Priest has Holy Water, which does that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this rogue won it.
The clear loser here is the 2 coins, but the Turncoat contract and the Stealthy Assassin contract are both very good.
Oh yeah, no, yes.
Those are super desirable effects in Arena, like incredibly good in Arena. I think will Burgeon unconstructed playable, but I don't think this card's going to be constructed playable. But I think for Arena, this is a 5-star card for sure.
Yeah, this is way too high costed. If it was just the Turncoat contract,
I still don't think it would be good.
It would be. I mean, it could potentially be viable. It costs too much to play in Standard. I think you just play Walk the Plank, and I don't think that the bonus effects are worthy enough to say that you run this over or with something else.
Yeah, like I wish, but it's not happening. But I am giving this 5 stars for Arena. This is probably the best rogue card in Arena in a while.
Probably.
Because those, like, even the coin one's fine. The other 2 are just great.
This is all very true.
Henchclan Burglar.
Yes, this
4 mana, 4/3 Battlecry. Discover a spell from another class. This card's very low floor, very high ceiling. But it is a slightly below average body with card advantage that it is impossible for your opponent to play around because your pool is literally every spell from every class that's not rogue.
Yeah. So this is the change of Burgle. It's now no longer your opponent's, it's any other class besides your own because it makes the mirror match a lot better and not unplayable.
They didn't retroactively change the old cards to do that, did they?
No. Just this one. And moving forward, I believe they have stated that this is setting a new precedent for rogue, burgle / thief mechanics.
Okay.
Because the way that they wanted, because the way they wanted tests to work didn't work in a mirror match, and they weren't okay with that, I guess.
Right.
Because the Tess mirror match just ended up being unplayable, and it was just to see who would just concede to play another game first.
Right.
So they have this card now, and moving forward, Burgle will be any other class, I guess, until Tess rotates.
I think that should just be the way that it works against other rogues, and like in general, when you're playing against somebody who's not rogue, it should probably work the way it used to. But
probably, but why would they put that much effort into coding?
Yeah, you're right. That's cool.
Also something that is fairly relevant right now is the pirate tag.
Yeah.
That is relevant for things like Hook Tusk and other Cannon Barrage OTKs and stuff like that. I think this is going to be fine, like a 3-star card.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 4, honestly.
4-star.
I think it's just by virtue of the fact that it's impossible for your opponent to play around what you picked, and there's going to be a good card in the 3 most likely. So
the one thing I don't remember is if it's 3, I believe it is all the same class, so you can't get like a hunter and 2 mage spells.
Right, but that doesn't matter because your opponent doesn't know what class it was.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to make that clear.
Right, but from the point of view of your opponent, it does
they
not
have
matter at all.
It could literally be anything.
They have no way of knowing it's on. They know it's not a rogue. There's literally no way for them to play around it.
Yeah.
Type, spot removal, draw. They don't know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Just real quick, I would like to speed this up a little bit because I would like to be done by about midnight.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So High Spear and Togwaggle, legendary 6-mana 5/5 battle cry. If you control a lackey, choose a fantastic treasure.
The fantastic treasures are the same as Mare the Fox.
Wait, those suck though.
But what if you get like 10 of them?
But you can't though.
But you can scheme the Togwaggle back.
I mean,
it's
I guess.
Meme.
Sure, but like you can't get. But like you still can't get Wish, or like Rod of Roasting.
This is very true.
Which are the real big dick energy cards from from the dungeon run.
Yeah. I mean they're just Mare and the Fox treasures. They didn't bother to make or program new ones.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't expect them to. I would just think that they would use different ones from that set, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
this card's fine.
The one thing is that like you don't. Yeah, because you don't have to break the chest. Is one of the important parts. You just get it. Also, you get to choose out of the 4. It's not random.
You have to control a lackey.
Yeah.
And we don't know how good the lackey support outside of Rogue is yet, because I haven't looked at the neutral cards very much. But I mean, Rogue does have a 3-mana 1/5 with combo. Add 2 random lackeys to your hand, and the lackeys are all 1-drops. So I mean, it's possible, but this is if you already want to play Evil Miscreant. Otherwise, I think it's taking up too many slots in your deck just to get the effect off. But I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 stars.
That's fine. I would say 3 stars as a card, and I would say 4 stars because I want to meme with it.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally valid. Togwaggle's scheme is the rogue scheme. 1 mana, choose a minion, shuffle 1 copy of it into your deck, upgrades each turn. Fucking Christ, this is going to be degenerate and wild. in the Mill Rogue strategies with Cold Light Oracle.
Oh shit! You can just shuffle a shitload of Cold Lights into your deck.
Yeah, you can shuffle like 4 Cold Light Oracle. Like even if this just sits in your hand for 4 turns, you shuffle 4 Cold Lights into your deck, and you just can't lose by mill. You're just gonna mill your opponent.
That seems real good.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no ceiling on this as far as we know. This could go up to 30.
No, there are no ceilings on any of the schemes except for Rafam's. Yes, except for Rafam's scheme. Because it involves minions and you run out of board space.
So it can only be up to 7. Okay.
Yeah, it can go higher, but it'll only summon to fill your board.
Yeah, I mean, this card's 4 stars at least. I would say like 5 stars for Wild, very clearly. If Pogo Rogue is good enough in Standard, then I'm going to be really, really tired of this card. I think this is the most like this or Daring Escape is the most likely to hit a nerf in the first patch of this expansion.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not even like if you can just sit on a whole. If you can sit on like 2 espionages and then test and then Togwaggle Scheme and then test, it's gonna be gross in that. It's gonna be gross in Pogo stuff. Like you can.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easily 5 stars for me. It's so.
Yikes.
You
I
just
don't know why
put.
they would print a card like this.
Yeah.
Like this is the kind of thing where I could see like they think it's okay even though it's a little degenerate just because it's like this could be used in a non-combo context. It's not like Daring Escape where the only really possible context you can see it in is a busted degenerate combo deck.
Yeah, I mean the other downside
but I'm still not happy to see it.
Yeah, the downside to all schemes though is they're ass garbage as a top deck. They have to sit in your hand.
I mean, just build your deck around not wanting to be in top deck mode.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying that's like their
drawback for this card. Like that's going to hinder some of the other schemes, but I think
it's gonna
good enough.
This is the only scheme that doesn't get hindered by that because
it gets hindered by that, but not enough for you to not want to play it. Like
yeah.
A factor. Yeah. So Evil Miscreant.
Evil Miscreant is a
3-mana 1/5 combo. Add 2 random lackeys to your hand.
This is your rogue lackey generator.
Sorry, remember what we were combo lactate twice.
Yeah. Sorry, right. Yeah. That's correct. Combo lactate twice.
So this lactates if you've played a card already this turn, which is pretty alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a lot of health, so it'll sit on the board and you can trade, I guess, with it. The more important part is you get 2 lackeys to trigger 2 Togwaggles if you want to do that, which I don't know why the hell you would. But
yeah, I think Rogue is so far the most powerful card. It's the most powerful. Jesus, what's it?
Class.
Most powerful class this expansion.
Yeah, I would agree.
So far, we got 3 more classes to look at. But.
Yeah, this is the best lackey generator in my opinion, and Rogue is the only class that has any sort of thing that cares about having lackeys. So it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 3 stars. But this is just it has such a weak body for not coming down turn 3. The only value, the only time that you would ever play this is in a Togwaggle deck where you're trying to get as many lackeys into your hand as possible to trigger just a shitload of Togwaggles. Other than that, this is pretty unplayable.
I think it's very good in Arena. That's the exception that I will make. I think
I can see that.
Advantage, the virtual card advantage, and if the lackeys are good enough, I'm gonna give this 3 stars.
The lackeys are very, very strong for what they
Arena.
are. Oh yeah,
for Arena, because a 3-mana 1/5 with no taunt or anything is a pretty bad body for Arena.
Yeah. I could see that.
But I'm excited to move on to Shaman because it's one of my favorite classes, and the Shaman cards this set are interesting.
They're going to be thoroughly disappointed.
It's so many Murlocs.
Yeah. Well, let's start on Witch's Brew because I know you're going to have some strongly worded heal yourself rants for this one.
Okay, why the fuck did they take away the Echo keyword?
Because it's self-contained in the set.
Okay, but you can just make another card with Echo.
Why would you do that?
Are they taking Echo off the old cards?
No, they just don't want you to be able to play.
That's functionally the same, but without the keyword.
I also we have now had Echo, Twin Spell, and now this. I also want to point that out.
No, but this is just Echo.
Only once.
What?
Wait.
No, it's not. It's not
repeatable this turn.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that you just did it twice, and you can restore 8.
This is Echo.
Okay.
This is how Mafia works. Yeah.
Okay. That
It
just
just
makes me
feels
a little bit angrier. Hold on, I'm gonna
that
look
would be
this
like
up.
that would be like if in the new Magic expansion they had a card that says like deals 2 damage or whatever, and then it said look at the top card of your library. You could put it on the bottom or the top.
Isn't that just Surveil?
No, it's Scry.
Oh, that no, that's right. Surveil's graveyard.
But like it'd be like if they did that in
Fred,
the new
it's not in the
expansion. They're like,
Hearthstone wiki.
what?
This card is not in the there. It's not. Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. I thought it was just not in the Hearthstone wiki, and they just didn't fucking put it in. Because I
So
would have laughed so hard.
as for the quality of the card, why didn't you put it in Paladin? First of all. Second of all, why the fuck is it in Epic? Third of all, sure, I guess. Like it's fine. Like it's like a Reno that costs more mana and doesn't give you a body. Because 5 times 4 is 20 health. So if you're using all of your mana turn 10 to just cast a bunch of Witch's Brews, then sure.
So
It's just
I'm
such a
gonna read
weird
you
card.
the differences real
Okay.
quick. It says once used, a copy of Witch's Brew gets added to your hand. This copy disappears from your hand at the end of the turn. While this mechanic is nearly identical to Echo, there are a few minor differences. The copy created from Witch's Brew is technically a different card from the original, which then counts for stuff like miracle stuff if that cares. If Witch's Brew is casted by a minion such as Yogg or Grand Archivist, a copy will be added to your hand, while Echo cards must be played in order to receive the copy. So those
Okay.
differences to Echo, it's still shit.
I don't think the card's shit. I think the card's fine.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't
'Cause
think it's good. I think it's passable. You're gonna feel kind of bad picking this in arena, but it's gonna save your board state some games.
this is
Um,
not going to see playing constructed, and you're going to feel bad when you have
I
to
think
get it off the
if a
witched.
control shaman list needs to beat aggro decks in standard, then turn 6 this restores 12 health to your hero.
Then just play Healing Rain for 3. Oh, is Healing Rain rotated?
Is it? No, I don't think so.
Let me go into the Hearthstone wiki.
Well, I don't know. But again, with that self-healing druid thing,
Healing
this is-
Healing Healing Rain was in Cobalts and Catacombs, so I'm incorrect. That is
so it is rotating.
rotating. So this is
Okay.
the more expensive Healing Rain.
Yeah. This is just such a weird card. I'm gonna give it 2 stars.
I will give it 2 stars. You're not going to play this in standard constructed, but you might be fine getting it off of Hagatha.
Yeah. So mutate is terrible.
It's 0 mana, transform a friendly minion into one that costs more. Isn't
So 1 mana less for evolve, but it targets 1 fucking minion.
is Evolve rotating?
Evolve has been rotated. It was in Whispers of the Old Gods.
Oh, why not just play Unstable Evolution?
Because that's also rotating.
Oh, okay, so it is rotating.
But this is not good enough to replace it.
No, it's not at all.
Not nearly. Yeah, no, this card's bad. 1 star. Terrible.
Okay, cool. Let's move on because that's shit.
Okay. Soul of the Murloc. Give your minions Death Rattle, summon 1/1 Murloc. This card's bad. It's worse than the one that makes you summon random totems because random totems are more valuable than random. Well, in the Murloc deck that I don't want to exist, this is good, but I think it's going to exist whether I want it to or not.
It's gonna exist, unfortunately,
Yep.
and we're all gonna cry a little bit.
I just don't like tribal.
It's a Soul of the Forest for Murloc, but a little bit not as good.
Well, it's cheaper.
This is also true.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
the Murloc tag matters more than the Treant tag, as much as we want the Treant tag to matter.
no, as much as Hearthstone wants the Treant tag to matter.
You love that deck. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love Treant Druid. I really wish it was good, and some of the stuff that makes it good, like Living Mana, is rotating. And we're getting it replaced with the shitty fucking 8 mana twin spells, summon 5 of them.
Every card that you are sad about rotating gives me more and more reason to bother you to play Wild.
Yeah, this is very true. I'll just play Trino Druid and Wild. That's fine.
No, really, it's $20 to buy fucking Reno and Bran and Rafam and a bunch of relevant cards.
And then I could just play Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Soul of
it's so
Murloc
much
is
better than
probably
Murloc.
3 stars.
What?
Soul of the Murloc
Oh,
is probably
yeah.
3 stars because we have to rate it. The Murloc deck is going to exist because they dedicated so many fucking resource cards
Yeah.
to it this set. So it's going to exist and it's going to get played and it's going to be a reload board. Plus the stuff that buffs Murlocs and stuff that gets it's Murloc synergy for summoning and buffing Murloc, so the Murloc tag is important. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Do
it's
you
gonna be
want-
played.
Do you want to just do all the Murloc stuff right now and get it out of the way?
Yeah.
All the
So
Murloc Shaman stuff.
Underbelly, Scargill, and Sledge Slurper.
Yeah. So Underbelly Angler.
Uh,
After you play a Murloc out of random Murloc to your hand, this card's super good.
it is.
Um,
It's regeneration. It's
Yeah,
hand
like on turn 10. I
regeneration.
think this in combination with Scargill is really strong.
Yeah. Scargill. So for context, Scargill is one of the Shaman legendaries. It is a 4-mana 4/4 Murloc. Your Murlocs cost 1, and then you can just on turn 10 then play an Underbelly Angler and just summon a shitload of Murlocs and fill your board.
Just go sicko mode.
And if they don't deal with your board, you can do it again next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they, So, Degeneracy with the Murloc combination of those two.
I feel like there's an OTK not so deeply hidden in there somewhere, because the 2 Murloc Lords and then the Murlocs with charge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But,
there's definitely a wild OTK because you have Murkfin, or Old Murkai.
Right. For sure.
Scargill, Old Murkai, 2 Lords, and 2 charge minions, and another random Murloc. And then, so Murkai is at maximum. So Murkai is at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 by himself. And then 5 each for the charge minions, so they're 10. So 23.
You can throw Leroy Jenkins in there if needed.
Well, no, because then the others won't be as strong. Because he's not a Murloc.
Oh, yeah, because it's dependent on how many Murlocs. Right.
Yeah. Scargill's definitely good. I'm going to give him like 2 stars. There's 3 stars. Sorry.
He's good. I think we're the wrong people to ask as well, just because neither of us like Murlocs.
Yeah, like I don't like tribal in general, unless it's dragons, but that's because it doesn't feel like a tribal deck, it's a control deck.
So, onto the good Murloc.
Splooge Slurper.
Sludge Slurper is fucking fantastic.
Splooge Slurper.
This is the lackey generator for Shaman. It also has your
Excuse you.
overload.
It's the Lactator.
Sorry, this is the Shaman Lactator. It has your
Battle
overload
Cry,
synergy.
Lactate, Overload 1.
It has so much synergy. It's going to be played in. It's super strong.
I'm hesitant to call this better than Firefly, just because Overload 1 on a 1-drop is the worst. 1-drops are. Overload hurts the most on 1-drops because it takes away your turn 2 play.
You then get it gives you a turn 2 play with a lackey. And lackeys
Right, but a
are.
Lackey isn't as good as a 2-drop.
Is it?
No, they're just 1-drop. They're like.
Their effects are very strong.
They're constructed playable 1-drops.
Yeah, and you're gonna get that on turn. This has so much. It also has the battle cry synergy, with what's his face, Shutterwalk.
Yeah,
Which I saw.
that-
I was watching
well, no,
the women's championship, and one of them pulled off a Shutterwalk Shaman OTK in the final match. It
Yeah, but
was
not
awesome.
with this card.
Oh no!
Yeah, this card hurts your Shutterwalk OTK because it puts a card in your hand that isn't a Shutterwalk or another elemental being bounced to your hand. It's a nombo
That's true.
with what Shutterwalk's trying to do. I think you're a little too hard for this card. I'm giving it 2 stars.
That's fine. It gives you a lackey, which is good on your overload turn. It has the overload synergy if you want to play it with a Thunderhead, and it has the Murloc tag, and its stat line is pretty good for a 1-drop. So I was gonna say 3 stars, but if you're on 2, that's fine.
Yeah, Splooge Slurper is a 2-star card in my book.
That
Just like the
is.
Splooge.
So let's talk about an interesting one though.
Muck Morpher.
Muck Morpher.
I really like this card. If you draw it before Malagos,
It's
you're
bad.
going sicko mode. Huh?
Oh, if you draw before Malagos, yeah.
Yeah, then you're going sicko mode. And the thing that sucks about it is it's like that weird Decharge Malagos deck that Disguised tried to build with fucking the dude the 3/4 for 4 that summons a 1/1 of a random in your deck.
Barnes?
Huh?
Barnes?
Yeah, Barnes.
Yeah.
Barnes, you charge. Barnes, you charge. Malagos, Rogue. This is
Rogue.
gonna be a meme like that because if you draw the Malagos before you draw this, then your deck doesn't work. But like if you draw this first, you have all the Shaman like 1 and 2 drop overload spells that deal damage, and you just kill your opponent with your 10 mana. You can OTK. I think the deck's it's gonna be a fun meme for sure.
This is definitely a meme card. It has this Disguised Toast, so this is his favorite card in the set because he will not stop until he can make the Malagos Shaman dream of
I feel like there's something to be said for just playing a deck full of minions with good keywords and like Walking Fountain and just having this enter as like a 4/4 Lifesteal Rush Wind Fury or just like
Ziliax.
A really good Alakir the Windlord is a really good one too.
Yeah, true.
And wild like Ragnaros. Like this has potential for like a wild control deck. Where you just have like Ragnaros, Alakir, the Walking Fountain, and then you just play Muck Morpher, and you get one of those. Like you get either a 4/4 with the Ragnaros effect, which is obviously really good because he's still dealing 8 damage, or you get a 4/4 Lifesteal Rush Wind Fury, or you get a 4/4 Taunt Divine Shield Wind Fury Charge. So
you can also get You can get a Ziliax off this. So this is a bigger Ziliax.
Or hear me out, big brain plays. This turns into your other Muck Morpher.
It cannot do that. It says different.
Oh, okay.
That is
2-star meme card, but cool.
It is. It gives all of us meme lords who like to make jank shit work a big boner, but it's not going to be reliable to to make anything consistent.
Wanking Fountain.
This card is super cool, and I like that it's a good card. It's a really good card.
It doesn't supply the value that elemental decks want, but I think it's very playable in Arena. I feel very good dropping this on turn 8, cleaning up the board, restoring some health.
Yeah, I mean, it's all of the things that you care about in Ziliax, like the Rush and the Lifesteal, with a big body and Wind Fury, but for a lot of mana. This is
good.
I think it's like a solid 4-star card.
Yeah, I'm giving it 4 stars for Arena as well. This is, like, I mean, I only think this has potential in Arena. I don't think it's going to do anything constructed, but...
That's fair enough. We're losing a lot of elementals, though, because Ungoro is rotating.
Yeah, but that's just going to make the deck work. That's not going to... I don't think this card is good enough to see play even with Ungoro rotating. I think the deck just stops being viable with Ungoro rotating, or becomes viable in Wild, because it is already.
That's fine.
And you get to keep playing all those fun cards.
Speaking
of fun cards, Swamp Queen Hagatha.
Oh boy.
This card is really awkward because the spells that you want off of the horror are board wipes that will just kill the horror, like Volcano. Like,
hear me out.
Here's something I'm curious about.
Yes.
Do your mana crystals still get overloaded when the horror casts spells?
I believe so because he is casting them.
Okay, but he's not using his mana crystals, so yours will still get overloaded?
Yes.
Okay, that's a definitely a minus. I think you could get in the bad spot of like all 3 of the spells target, and you have to pick a targeting spell.
So here is the combination of things.
Yeah.
you can get either a targeting effect and AoE effect, or you can get 2 AoE effects. You can never get 2 targeting effects.
The targets aren't chosen randomly?
Nope. You choose the target.
Oh my gosh.
You choose the target, and it will never give you 2 targeted spells. So
This is so much better then.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So you can Bloodlust and kill their taunt or hex their taunt. You could Healing Rain
hex their
Volcano.
taunt and draw a shitload of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I
No,
love this.
Yeah, no, this becomes
This is a
way
little
better.
slow. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. But
It
this is
is-
super good.
It is very slow. It was one of the first legendaries to be revealed, so everyone was very excited. And
Yeah, like any
really,
top
really,
heavy shaman deck wants this. This is really strong.
yeah, no, everyone was like, "Can we make control shaman work and have super high value control shaman decks?" And
This
then
is
they
so
printed
sad.
all
Can
of
we
those
play Control
Murloc
Shaman?
cards.
Yeah.
So
I like Haggis. Yeah. Haggis' scheme, on the other hand.
So this is one of the ones that really hurt your PP when you top deck it.
And I feel like it's only fine when you don't, because Volcano will do what this card does, but consistently no matter when
Volcano was an Ungoro.
Alright, just because the better card is gone doesn't mean that this card is by default better. It means we might be forced to play it when we want Volcano, but I mean, I think there's still better options. I think there's still like
This is no. So I'm gonna be real with you, Chief, and make you really sad.
Make what?
I'm gonna make you really sad.
What?
In comparison to everything else, this is actually the second best scheme in comparison to Togwaggles.
It's 2-star.
It's only going down from here.
Okay.
With the schemes.
Good to know.
This is I mean, this is an awkward board wipe, and it's not very good.
Warlock time?
Okay. Yeah, no. Warlock.
Darkest Hour.
Hot take?
Yeah.
This is garbage, and we don't even give it the time of day.
Hot take. Wild. Your deck is full of Ward Lords and other giant minions. The only small minions you play are off of token generation, like those things that make a shitload of little imps. You Darkest Hour, it destroys your shitty little imps, and it can only summon giant minions out of your deck.
That's fair.
So for Wild, I'm giving this card 3 stars. I think there's going to be a fun deck built around it. I think it's going to be a little bit too inconsistent to see regular play.
That's fair.
Standard discards ass.
Yeah, no, in Constructed, there is too much shit that... there's so much stuff in Warlock right now that wants sacrificing, and all of the things that were good to sacrifice, like Devilsaur Egg and all that kind of stuff, is rotating. So you don't really have very good sack targets right now. And
Right.
Heal Zoo isn't losing much. So you will just play Heal Zoo.
This is just okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's will do anything in standard.
Also, it's an
but I think-
epic, which makes my PP the big sad.
What would you say?
It's an epic, so it's going to take up an epic slot. I'm going to cry, but then I'm going to get 400 dust.
Well, if it's a card you don't like, then it's good that it takes up an epic slot, because that means that a card that you like is more likely to be a rare or common.
Shit.
What?
Big brain plays.
And it means that if you since you don't want to craft this card, you don't have to waste more dust on it.
This is very true.
Yeah, But I mean, I think, if I happen to pull 2 of these, I'm not gonna be mad, because I can just play it in Wild.
Yeah, that's true. So you good to move on to the Big Daddy Imp?
Jumbo Imp. They changed the phrasing on this because Bolvar 4 Dragon was way shorter phrasing. It was just cost 1 less for each minion that died while this was in your hand.
Oh, okay.
I think it's fine.
They added the friendly and the demons part to it.
Yeah, but then it didn't say whenever. It doesn't matter. It's just
okay.
a templating thing. They'll probably change the way Bolvar is worded, but this is fine. It's one of the worst. I think you'd just rather play Mountain Giant or Molten Giant or Arcane Giant or whatever giant is still in standard.
Yeah, Mountain Giant, Sea Giant stones. Well, Sea Giant is different.
Sea Giant
Um,
and Mountain Giant are, yeah, no, this is just like a more linear, harder to decrease the cost of.
they really tried to push Demon Warlock.
Interesting. Remember last time they did that?
Yeah, they gave us Skull the Minari and Void Lord.
That was a good time.
And the fucking cube.
Yeah, that was a good time. I
No,
know what you're about.
it was fun, and I'll just play
I
Cube
loved
Lock.
it.
Yeah,
I
I will.
love that I came to the conclusion that could be good independently. We thought we were memeing when we built it, and then we slowly started to see people imitating us on ladder, and then
Yeah,
we slowly started to see literally fucking nothing else.
we were one of the first people to build that.
Well, I mean, like,
The ladder was not filled with it when we built it on our own volition, not looking at anybody else's deck list,
correct.
which I am
But
proud of.
it came out of the desire to build a deck around Master Oakheart,
This is true.
where Void Lord was the 3-attack minion,
Yeah.
and the 2-attack minion was like the 2/6 Taunt Divine Shield or whatever, and then the 1-attack minion was just Void Walker.
And then we
It-
found Cube.
Or the 1/7 taunt. Yeah, it was interesting.
We refined it. We figured it out.
Yeah. So anyway, in Jumbo Imp,
It's bad. It's not gonna.
Huh?
There isn't enough demon stuff. I'll rephrase this. They tried to show this off on stream, and Brian Kibler couldn't even get it to work, and he's good at Hearthstone.
who'd you say? Oh, okay, Brian. Please don't call me Brian. Brian Kibler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian was trying not to say anything mean when he played their Demon Warlock list, and you could see it in his face.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
He probably, if he built the deck, he could have made it work.
probably.
Yeah, I really think that's probably the case.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they tried to push
Um,
demon stuff, and we will see that with the next cards.
Inferno?
You say that with a question mark. That is what it's called.
This card's real bad.
I'm glad that you came to that conclusion without me saying anything.
There's just not enough good cheap demons to fill the board with on the first couple turns to make the +1 attack relevant, and the 1 damage shaw enemy minions in the class that has fucking Defile and Hellfire is laughable.
And oh wait, no, he's rotating. Never mind.
Yeah, well, one star. Aranasi Broodmother.
Wait, is Godfrey rotating?
No, he's from Witchwood.
Okay, but Defile is rotating
Yes.
because that was from Kobolds.
Aranasi Broodmother.
She actually could potentially see play in Heal Zoo, and then people will realize that she's not worth it in Heal Zoo, and they'll take it out.
I think she's super good because in Disco Lock, you draw her, you get value out of her without having to play her, and then you just discard her. And I think that's cool. I think she's fine in Arena. I think it depends on how much the 4 health matters, and with them losing their Spellstone,
Oh, they are losing Spellstone.
their healing is a lot worse. So Broodmother might become more relevant. Yeah, it's fine. Plot twist. Oh, Arnasi Broodmother's a 3-star card in my book.
That works. Hold on 1 second. Are we?
Plot twist?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, I think we're good.
I think plot twist is fine.
It's the ultimate reload card.
It's a one-sided sort of windfall, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
it's good when your hands full. Like, it's good in maybe Control Lock. What's also worth noting is the interaction with Aranasi Broodmother. You gain the 4 health when you draw her, and then you plot twist, and then you can draw her again later.
there's even more spicy shit that you can do with this with one of the legendaries. So we'll get to him in a second. Actually, no, he's important. He makes this card ridiculous. If you scroll down to Fell Lord Betrug.
I don't understand. I was reading him, and I don't understand why he makes plot twist broken. Oh. Because plot twist is your method for drawing the most cards possible in a turn. And then Betrug summons rush copies of all the minions you drew.
The rush isn't important. If we can just get enough charge minions to OTK.
Well, no, because if it gives them rush, they can't attack face.
Does rush discount?
If a minion has charge and rush, then it can't attack face.
Really?
Yes.
That's stupid.
That was a blunt way to put it, but I agree with you. Well, no, I mean, it makes the way the mechanics are worded doesn't make sense mechanically. Like, it sucks, but also, do you want a Betrug OTK list to exist?
Yes.
Really?
Also, this is probably why Doomguard rotated.
You and I disagree strongly on that.
No, I mean it's not gonna be fun to play against, but it's probably way too inconsistent if they actually manage to.
And that's where I hope it lands.
Probably. But if Rush cancels out charge, then the OTK thing's out the window, and you can just get a board full of minions that you can then swing in with next turn.
Well, I guess we might as well just rate Betrug right now.
That's
4
fine.
stars if this OTK deck is consistent, 2 stars if it's not.
All right, there you go.
Fine in arena if he survives. Really good in arena if he survives, because like your hero power is another chance at getting a splinter twin of a minion.
What?
Plot twist is a 4-star card. Like even independent of this degenerate OTK in control lock, it gives you a lot of options. Arnasi Broodmother is good with it too. Like Arnasi Broodmother looks better the more cards I read for Warlock in this expansion.
Yeah, no.
Your Underling, really bad. Just terrible.
Just terrible. You know what you can run?
What?
Oh, I was gonna say you know what you can run.
What?
And then I realized Fungal Mancer's rotating.
I don't think this is good enough to be a bad Fungal Mancer. I think this is just like a...
No. I was gonna say you know what you can run instead of this Fungal Mancer, but it's rotating, so this will not see play.
Oh yeah. Right. But what I'm saying is, like, even in the decks that wanted Fungal Mancer don't want Eager Underling.
Yeah. The thing is, he is a very good fodder for sacrifice effects, but he costs way too much to be that fodder for sacrifice effects.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
1 star.
Fel Lord. We already did Fel Lord Betrug.
Fel Lord Buttrug.
Fel Lord Buttrug Muncher. Evil Genius. Stuff. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
2 mana, 2/2 Battlecry. Destroy a friendly minion to add 2 random lackeys to your. Destroy a friendly minion to lactate twice.
There you go.
This card's not good.
It is not. Unless you want to kill one of your other lackeys.
You're gonna run this in Egglock, but a lot of the good eggs are rotating.
Yeah, I was about to say, what eggs? Do you want to summon?
Eager Underling is secretly Egger Underling.
No. It makes me sad.
What?
So we still have Scarab Egg, which if you really want to summon
does that 3 just make
1/1s? No, it summons 3 1/1s. Get it right. You get that extra 1 damage.
How much does it cost?
2, I believe. Hey, what's up, whoever who just joined the stream? What's up? Welcome.
Whoever joined the stream. But no, I think if Egglock is decent, which Egglock cannot be decent unless there's at least 2 good eggs.
Hey Fred, I'm gonna break something to you.
Yeah.
There's no fucking eggs.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. There's no fucking eggs. Therefore, Egglock will die.
You took the fucking
or
eggs.
Lies. Teltorlin Forager took the fucking eggs.
She divorced me and took the fucking eggs.
Yeah. Beetleberry. Wait, hold on. What is the one that was like, I love omelets?
You didn't even do the voice. You just said it with the intonation. I'm sure, one of the shitty ones.
Yep.
Was it this one that discovered a spell and cast it with random targets?
I don't remember. All I know
I think it
that,
might have been that one.
to be honest, the first time I heard that voice line was when Lieutenant Eddie and his buddies made a video trying to recreate all of the good voice lines from the rotating sets, and it was fucking hysterical.
That was when I stopped playing Hearthstone with the volume on.
Yeah.
I love omelets.
Uh,
But yeah, Evil Genius, unless Egglock becomes like this is a card to watch out for if you
Yeah.
if you like making rogue decks. If Egglock becomes viable in the next, okay, hot take.
uh-huh.
The next expansion is called the Omelets of Dalaran, and half of the cards in the expansion are eggs.
And that would be amazing in Warlock because they wanted to fucking do is
class-
sack shit.
Each class gets a legendary egg and 2 non-legendary eggs, and then another spell that just summons random eggs in every class.
That takes up 4 out of the 8 slots.
Yeah, exactly. So then also half the neutral cards are eggs, and the face legendary, the expansion, is a 10 mana egg with Death Rattle.
Win the
Summon
game.
all the 3 of the old gods.
Summon all 3 of the old gods?
Add all the old gods to your hand and destroy all of your opponent's minions.
What even was the third old god? Because it was
And also you
Mecha'thun,
get
N'Zoth.
it was 4 of them actually. It was Yasharj, Yogg-Saron, N'Zoth, and Cthulhu.
It was Cthulhu, Yogg, and N'Zoth.
And Yasharj.
I don't even remember which one that was.
He pulls something out of your deck.
Oh, it made the gross Barnes shit. Right.
So this eggs of the old gods. It adds all 4 of the old gods to your hand, and it destroys all your opponent's minions.
As much as I really like that idea, I'm tired of
And
looking at
it's a
this
10
shit
0-20
on Evil Genius.
Yeah. So when the next expansion is egg themed, this card gets really good.
Yeah.
But if it's not, on the off chance that it's not, and we go to Pandaria or something, this card's bad.
We're not going anywhere different because we have the same fucking storyline for a year, so we're staying in Dalaran for a year.
All right, Rafam's Scheme. Evil Genius is a 2-star card. Unless
I was generous, but cool.
Well, no, if Egglock becomes viable again, then it's a 4-star card.
That's fine.
This could just be a 2-mana 2/2 Lactate twice without having to destroy a friendly minion. But it has to destroy a friendly minion to Lactate. So
yeah, because they need. Never mind.
It's so bad. Whatever.
It is.
It should at least give you 3 lackeys. Doesn't matter.
Speaking of bad cards.
Yeah, Reform Scheme is a terrible card. 3 mana, like 5/1/1s makes this playable, but this has to sit in your hand for 5 turns. And the ceiling on this is 7/1/1s for 3 mana. The ceiling on this is you have an empty board and you're willing to fill it with 1/1s to get board wiped next turn.
Late in the game, because you've had this sit in your hand for
Correct.
7 turns.
Yeah, this has to have sat in your hand for 7 turns.
It is god awful.
This card's ass. Archvillain Reform, very good.
1 star.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm giving it 0.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you will never be happy to have this card. Archvillain Reform, 7 mana, 7/8 taunt battle card. Replace your hand and deck with legendary minions. Back in my day,
we
you
had
to shuffle a card into your deck that shuffled a card into your deck that shuffled this card into your deck.
So
and you played it too. The fucking Elise Starseeker to fetch Map to the Golden Monkey to fetch the Golden Monkey was in, they called it Monkey Warrior, Monkey Priest, sometimes Monkey Druid or Monkey Paladin. There were, every control deck played it. And now, I don't even think Warlock's going to play this guy, honestly.
He is going to be the top curve for Zoolock.
Okay.
If you haven't won the game by turn 7, you drop Archvillain. All of your shitty 1-drops and 2-drops and 3-drops turn into random legendaries.
Okay, but then you're going to draw this card on turn 3, and it's going to interrupt you and stop you from winning the game, and then it's not going to be enough to win you the game on turn 7. So I say don't play it. But then again, I was also wrong about Cthulhu Zoolock, and Cthulhu Zoolock was a pretty good deck.
Yeah.
Back
but
in
if
the day.
you do...
During Watog. Huh?
Right. If you do draw this early game and messes up your flow, there is this little gear at the bottom right hand corner, and then there's a big red concede button.
I remember my brother Bear used to love to watch me play Hearthstone, but he just liked to watch the characters explode when they would lose. So he would yell "Concede, concede," um, and it was
Yeah,
adorable. And he would yell at me to concede, and sometimes I would do it even in winnable matches because it would make him get really happy when my character exploded.
there's some people in chat who yell "concede" at me a lot, and then I
No, no,
tell
no, I
them,
know,
"Wait,
but
wait, we got to
you
play it out," and then I still lose. uh,
concede.
Archville of
You ready to
Farm is
move on?
fine. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say 4 stars.
I'm not like in arenas is obviously a 5-star card because it's above curve and it replaces the rest of your deck with bombs. Um,
Yeah,
it's
you never underestimate a taunt is the other thing that we've kind of learned.
uh, silence is pretty good. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Um,
mean, it felt good to drop a Lich King, and this is one less attack for one more mana, and it was hard for them to remove the Lich King. And
okay,
this
yeah,
gives you ultimately more resources than the Lich King did if it lasted one turn, which it usually only lasted one turn unless you were playing like Res Priest or Taunt Druid.
that's fair. Are you ready to move on to warrior?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was
Vicious,
this. They're
vicious scrap hound.
literally the highest of highs, and the worst card in the set is arguably the worst card in the set is in this class.
Vicious scrap hound?
No, 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 no. I'm saying it's in this. It's in this class.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to it,
Um,
and you can
I
find it.
I love vicious scrap hound mostly because he looks like a Bakugan. Um, but so he's a 2-mana 2/2 with better lifesteal, which I think is very good in arena. Pretty playable and constructed. The reason this will push into constructed, I think, is because of the mech tag
I was about
with
to
the
say, do
magnetic.
not
Yeah.
overlook that mech. You can get this off a Discovery Drone, Omega Assembly. You can drop
Well,
this.
well, you can
Um,
magnetic it with stuff too. And the other thing is, like, if you get
oh yeah,
Ziliax, this stat the armor lifesteal that he has stacks with real lifesteal.
yeah, with Ziliax. The other one that this does is the little missile launcher. Deals
You
damage.
can give this. You can um, magnetize this guy with the guy that can't be targeted, so that he's sort of an irremovable armor gaining engine.
Oh yeah, 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 I know the big guy. Right, right, right.
Yeah.
This is gonna feel really, really good to get off of
This
Omega
is a 4-star
Assembly.
card. I'm hesitant to bump it up to 5-star, but it's good for sure.
It is very good, and it's a pretty
Next card,
average body. Sure, 4 stars.
sweeping strikes.
So,
I
um,
think this card's amazing.
yes, I believe the only weird thing is that it's like I believe with lifesteal stuff, which is relevant with Ziliax. I don't think the lifesteal effect works on the adjacent minion thing.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, because it lifesteal doesn't have to be combat damage, and it says that the minion gets the
Okay.
minion gains damages minions next to whomever it attacks.
Then it's something weird that doesn't happen with the adjacent minions. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know, but this card's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It's incredibly good in arena, and it'll definitely see constructed play. The
Uh,
Boom Reader.
yeah, it'll definitely see constructed play, especially since. Oh wait, no, the 1/5 weapon isn't rotating either, so you could play. Shit, what is that card? The little donkey boy, the donkey weapon. Um,
Huh?
fuck.
What is it?
It'll come to me. Just let's go to the next one.
Okay, the Boom Reaver.
It is
10 mana,
a
7/9.
yeah.
Battle cry to summon a copy of a minion in your deck. Give it Rush. This card is incredibly good in arena. This is probably the best warrior legendary in arena. 4 stars for arena. This card will never see constructed play. There's no deck that's consistently gonna want it. There's no
Yeah.
the floors to ceiling ratio in this card is too high.
This is very true.
It's super inconsistent.
Super Collider.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
is the weapon
That
I was thinking of. Okay,
But
continue.
yeah, the Boom Reaper is very good in arena. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars for arena and 2 for constructed because it's or 1 for constructed because it's the floor to ceiling ratio is just too high.
So,
It's
do you know this card, right?
What card?
So this card that we're talking about, right?
Yes.
What if you did it twice for 10 mana but with no body?
Still bad.
Good, because that's Dimensional Ripper.
Disagree.
Okay.
Okay. With the Boom Reaver, you're implying that your deck has other minions in it. With Dimensional Ripper, you can summon 2 Malagoses, and then if your opponent can't answer both of them, you can kill them on your next turn.
With what?
You can have
What
a deck with
damaging
just Malagos.
spells?
What?
What damaging spells does Warrior have to face?
The deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor for 3. Well, I guess a lot of them do target minions, but
Yeah. I don't think there's enough
3.
to. I just don't think.
Bash targets players.
True. Do you think there will be a Malagos Warrior meme deck?
It'll be a terrible meme deck because all the other classes have better ways to meme out Malagos. I think there are reasons to consider this card. You can build a deck that's just got big, scary top-end creatures. I'm thinking mostly in terms of wild, but the one that summons random minions equal your armor at the end of the turn.
Oh,
From Cobbleds and Catacombs, Yasharj.
But how do you survive?
You're
this
in
point.
Warrior.
Yeah, I
You're
guess.
Warrior.
With like shield.
You have the best control suite in the game next to Priest. And your hero power gains 2 armor.
This is
or
true.
4 armor if you have Justicar. Alright, well, if you're playing Justicar, then Dimensional Ripper gets worse. That's the only thing that's going to hold us back. Like,
You
I
can
think
just play
there's gonna be
Baku.
wild
Oh, no, you
cards.
can't. It's just 10 mana.
No. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is a 2-star card, and you're probably going to give it 0 stars.
Yeah, no,
But
0.
and I also think there's totally an argument for that, so I'm not going to... Like, this is pretty terrible in... this is pretty terrible in Arena, too.
Yeah?
Like, it's just a really bad card.
This is awful in Arena. Really?
Wrench Caliber.
So now we're into the fun stuff.
Wrench Caliber is an incredibly good card.
Yeah. Just by itself, it's good.
You have to evaluate these bomb cards as if the payoff cards don't exist, I think.
Yeah,
Just
and this
because
is
it's
still a
super
good
control-
card.
Like, would you play this card if there were no payoff cards for bombs? Is the question you have to ask yourself, and I think the answer here is absolutely yes.
Definitely.
Like 2 bombs. Like, even if you're evaluating this card as your opponent never drawing the bombs, it's an almost on-curve weapon.
You're dealing 6 plus 5 plus 5, which is
Well, that's assuming the game will go long enough for your
16.
opponent to draw both bombs. But
Yeah, no. The ceiling on this is you're dealing 16 damage to your opponent with 1 weapon.
that's a hard ceiling.
Right, but
That's
still,
how 30
that's a
cards
lot
and
of
then maybe
damage.
Yeah, I'm giving this 4 stars. This is a very good card. This is very pickable. This is one of Warrior's best options in Arena. I don't know what bracket they'll put it in, but very strong there.
Sadly, they'll probably put it in the Super Collider.
Yeah,
Sure,
that is a very
gets-
high bracket.
Yeah.
Blastmaster Boom, speaking of bombs,
The big bomb boys, here is your payoff card.
Zokar Tsarnaev.
What?
Did you get that sick reference?
Yeah, man. No,
Did you?
what? No.
Do you remember the Boston Marathon in 2014?
Blastmaster Boom is a 7 mana 7/7 battlecry summon 2 1/1 bombs from boom bots for each bomb in your opponent's deck. If you just
Did you not
have
like my dang
one,
ref, bro?
that's terrible, and we're moving on.
How big my sick rat?
I hate that, and we're moving on. The worst that this could do is summon nothing, and then it's kind of
What it can do is ruin a bunch of runners' days.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
best that this can do is die in a police shootout and be buried privately. Okay, so
No.
real talk though,
Uh-huh.
like, I think so with 1 bomb in your opponent's deck, this is Dr. Boom, and
Yeah.
Dr. Boom was referred to sarcastically as Dr. Balanced. Aggro decks were playing him. Now consider the following:
Uh-huh.
He's not as prolific of a card as some people feel like he would be. He sees barely any play in Wild currently, despite being a boogeyman in Standard for in the only format for a very long time.
Right.
He only really sees play in decks that want to summon multiple Death Rattle minions and that can go late game. So Quest Priest, pretty much, or N'Zoth variant.
Right.
But Dr. Boom back in Standard, and with not that difficult of a condition, and potentially Dr. Boom plus 2 extra Boom bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. I definitely want to give this 4 stars.
This is very, very good.
It also depends on how splashable the bomb package is. Like if you're playing Dragon Warrior or just Mech Warrior,
you can play the weapon and this card.
And Clockwork Goblin, maybe.
Possibly.
Well, yeah, and then in Wild, there's of course.
Euphorium Bomber is also not rotated.
Right, but Seaphorium Bomber.
Seaphorium, that's what I meant. Seaphorium Bomber hasn't rotated.
In Wild, there's multiple other ways to make bombs in your opponent's deck.
I was saying in Standard if you really want to fucking maximize the amount of bombs.
I'm curious. So from Goblins and Gnomes, the Warrior Legendary was a 7-mana 7/6 that shuffled a 10 damage bomb into your opponent's deck. I don't know if this will count that or not.
I don't know either.
But if that's the case, then this has a little bit more Wild potential.
Yeah.
You ready for the worst scheme in the set?
Or are you ready for the worst card in the set?
Okay.
I will absolutely tell you.
Hang on, let me look back. I think we've seen a worse card in the set.
Really? Hey, what's up, Owen?
Hey, Owen. I'm looking back through all of the old cards and I'm checking if there's a worse card in the set.
We also have
Lazul's scheme might be worse.
Whoa.
The Priest one.
Are you sure?
You like for some reason.
There's a lot of people who think Lazul's scheme will be fine. There's
Call to Adventure from Paladin's pretty bad.
It's not as bad. There is one card in the.
No, Duel is worse. The Paladin spell.
Really? You think Duel is worse?
5 mana, summon a minion from each player's deck and then make them fight.
Yeah. I have it pulled up.
Summon a minion from each player's deck and then they fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad. Really bad.
Yeah, it does scale. So every turn, every one of your turns that is in your hand, it goes up by 1. It does not double or anything like that. It just goes up by 1.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. This card is obviously terrible.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, a 0 card start.
I was explaining it to Owen.
Oh, okay. I still think that it's better than Duel. It's not better than Lazul's scheme, but it's better than Duel. I think it's the second worst card in the set.
Where do you play this? At what turn? How long does this have to sit in your hand?
You play it in Control Warrior. Okay, here's my question. When you Dead Man's Hand this card, do the copies go in the state that they're in?
God, no.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, not at all.
Okay, because that hurts this a lot. There are Control Warrior lists that are going to be convinced this is good. Like, I'm not saying you play this anywhere. But I'm saying that if I get the choice to put one of these cards in my hand in any context, I'm going to choose Dr. Boom's scheme over Duel 100% of the time. There's no way to build your deck around Duel to the point where it wouldn't always just have a 50% chance of giving your opponent a minion and giving you nothing.
That's true, but at least Duel is not a good card by any means.
No. This card is better than Duel, though. And that's not saying anything at all. I'm just saying this can't be the worst card in the set because Duel is in the set.
I will let you know that there is one more card that is arguably worse than this one.
Okay.
Besides Duel, and it's in the neutral class.
I mean, Warrior has the weirdest, like the biggest ratio of very good cards to very bad cards.
Oh, yeah. It has.
Because it has Dr. Boom's scheme, it has Dimensional Ripper, it has the Boom Reaver, but then it has the Bomb Package and Vicious Scrap Hound and Sweeping Strikes. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warrior's wall is fucking bipolar. Oh, I thought it stayed on the battlefield and happened each turn. No, the way that schemes work, Owen, is they stay in your hand, and the longer that they stay in your hand, they upgrade. This goes up by 1 every single
So
one
like
of
if
your
it's been
turns at
in
the
your
end of
hand
the
for
turn.
4 turns, then it's 4 mana to gain 5 armor. If it's been in your hand for 4 turns. So like each turn that sits in your hand, that the number goes up by 1.
You could just play Ironhide.
Right.
That is a
Well, no,
1
you
mana
could just play the
gain
one that gives
5.
card advantage. You could just play the one that's 3 mana, gain 5 armor, and draw a card.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, you can't play Ironhide anymore because it's rotating. Clockwork
Okay.
Goblin. This is a 0-star card.
What? Clockwork Goblin?
Like, basically, the only thing that's better than this is... the only thing that's worse than this in the set is Duel.
What? Boom? What are we talking about?
Dr. Boom Scheme.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Clockwork Goblin was 0-star. I was like, hold on.
Clockwork Goblin is very good.
Okay, yeah.
Clockwork Goblin's excellent in Arena, even without any of the bomb payoffs. And I think it's going to be impossible to assemble the bomb deck in Arena anyway, but
Probably.
Standard... Huh?
I said probably.
Yeah.
It's hard to make any sort of
Standard,
synergies.
This card's very good in Standard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you're making the bomb deck, like, and even if... Well, if you're not, I probably wouldn't, unless you're playing, like, a really aggressive warrior list.
This also has the mech tag, so you can get it off of Discovery Drone, Omega Assembly, and Magnetic applies to it.
Okay, there are a lot of ways to find mech cards. I'm going to give this 3 stars. It's the part of the bomb package that's very clearly the weakest on its own, but it's very good with Blastmaster Boom. Like, two bombs in your opponent's deck makes Blastmaster Boom broken, so this helps put those there. And if your opponent draws them, then that's not optimal either, because it's burning them for 5. So I think Clockwork Goblin's fine. It's a 3-star card.
I'm good with that. It is definitely the weakest link in the bomb package. And now are you ready for more degeneracy in the warrior class?
Omega Devastator.
Omega Devastator. You remember Crowd Roaster?
Yeah.
Give it a different tag and...
imagine if you could cast it.
Wait, what?
I said imagine if you could cast it. Imagine if you didn't have to play a dragon in your hand in the format where the only good dragon is fucking Primordial Drake.
It's rotating.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's a joke.
No, Omega Devastator is 5 stars.
Really? Okay.
You can discover this off of Omega Assembly. You can discover this off of Discovery Drone. It's just 4 damage teal. You can play this in your deck, and like Omegas, it feels bad when you're not playing on turn 10. But after you drop
this is an on-curve minion. This is a Snow Yeti. Except on turn 10,
Chill Yeti
will fucking clap the cheeks of any of your opponent's minions.
And then after you fucking drop the hero, Dr. Boom Hero.
Yeah.
Owen, this is good because you just kill one of their minions for 4, and then you have a big body on the board that is magneticable.
Compare this card to the rogue card that's 4 mana 3 or 5 mana 3/4 combo destroy minion.
Vilespine Slayer.
Vilespine Slayer. Compare that to this. This is 1 less mana, +1/+1 in stats, a more relevant tag, and well, not an easier condition to fill. Basically the same condition to fill. Like a condition that will automatically.
It is a different condition.
Right. This card's insane. This is a very.
But on turn 10,
I'm giving it 4 stars. I'm not comfortable giving it 5.
That's fine. Owen, you will definitely. Yeah, no, just on turn, you're playing Warrior, you will 100% get to turn 10 easily.
I think this card is fine. This card will be, this card will not see too much Constructor play, but I think this is a 4-star arena card.
That's fine. I'm saying that this will get 4 stars in Constructed, and it will see play.
You will be very happy to get this off of random effects.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Omega Assembly, and Discovery Drone.
How do we feel about Improved Morale? I think it's probably the weakest lactating card.
It's weird. This is the Warrior Lactator. It gives you execute targets, and it does something else on top of the execute target. So in a vacuum.
Okay, but an execute target is not worth a card out of your hand.
But it's
and this
not.
Is a card out of your hand because there's a lot of points in the game where a lackey doesn't matter. And those are often the points where you're going to be executing something, where there's a target worth spending 2 cards in your hand to execute. You're at a point in the game where a lackey is not going to be relevant.
I am not defending this card. This card is very not good.
Okay, this is a one. This is a 1-star card.
Yeah, it's not. I'm
Okay.
saying the potential that it has is to set up executes, which is not super relevant.
You have so many other ways of doing that that are better.
All right. So you
So
ready to
neutrals.
tackle these fucking atrocities?
The neutrals.
Yeah.
All right, Whirlwind Tempest. Your 8-mana 6/6 elemental. Your minions with Wind Fury have Mega Wind Fury. So
Hot
this
take.
guy makes your Wind Fury become the big Wind Fury.
Uh huh.
There's
For
gonna
a
be a lot of
6/6
fucking
body.
memes,
What?
but
What?
this card's bad.
Yeah.
Obviously.
8 mana
Um,
6/6. But wait, Fred, hold on. It has the elemental tag.
no, hang on. I know, but this
Yeah.
guy doesn't have Mega Wind Fury himself.
Oh. Why
He
would
doesn't
that
give
be?
because it's fucking terrible.
I'm
I
gonna be
mean,
honest. I kind of like the art. He kind of looks
oh, I
dope
love
as
the
shit.
art. Doesn't matter. It looks like it's from Skylanders, kind of. So I want you to
Oh
consider
yeah.
this.
Okay. Yeah. Wait.
Your
Go ahead.
opponent's never gonna let a fucking Wind Fury minion live. Like the ceiling on this card is is that your opponent lets a giant fucking Wind Fury minion that's
Like
gonna
Fountain
clap his
Giant.
cheeks live.
Fountain Giant.
And then you drop this and you clap their cheeks harder. But your opponent's not like when the ceiling on the floor on this card is it's an 8-mana 6/6, and the ceiling on this card happens when your opponent leaves a Wind Fury minion alive, a giant Wind Fury minion alive.
But wait, Alakri
And
can attack 4 times.
the ceiling on a game of Hearthstone is when your opponent leaves a fucking Wind Fury minion alive. This is the most win more card I've ever seen.
Oh, it's so bad. What about Corpse Taker? Corpse Taker's rotating. Never mind.
It's also a 3/3.
But it can attack 4 times.
It's not good.
No, it's so bad, dude.
Like, Corpse Taker's fine.
No,
Whirlwind
Corpse Taker's
Tempest
good.
does not add anything of value.
No, this card
Like,
is.
you're already demanding an answer to your Wind Fury minion.
No,
this
this
guy
is
doesn't.
disgustingly
This is
bad.
So bad.
Guess
It's
what
100
though?
dust. What?
It's 400 dust, which I think you said.
No, it's 100 dust.
No, it's an epic.
Yeah, I know.
It's 100
to
dust.
craft. Yeah, it's
Edit
400
that
dust
out.
if you're crafting it.
I'm just kidding.
Violet Warden, arena card, 2 stars.
Cool. The
Violet
plus
Spellsword,
ones. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. There's that. Okay.
Violet Spellsword's really bad. It's going to be a slightly above curve minion and deck's full of spells. And like I guess if there's like a mid range mage deck that plays a shitload of spells, this might see playing constructed. I'm gonna give it 2 stars.
Okay.
Underbelly Ooze.
What about there's your payoff card for Machine Gun Mage.
Wait, fucking Underbelly Ooze?
No, Violet Spell Sword.
Okay, I mean sure.
I was making a joke. You moved on really quick.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like your hand's not gonna be full spells that you're gonna be wanting to play them. Okay.
Yeah.
Underbelly Ooze. If I'm reading this right, this is just Grim Patron.
With more health.
No, it's not because the copy will be damaged.
Oh.
Yeah, the copy will be damaged like the fucking Jared Leto. Suicide Squad. No, this is bad. Because Grim Patron summoned a fresh Grim Patron, and it was 4 mana less. I didn't say day.
Hot take.
Yeah.
What if you play this in 2 hot takes? What if you play this in Heal Druid, so you have a target to heal?
Answer to your hot take, still bad.
Okay.
It's 7 mana 3/5. What's your other hot take?
Res Priest. You get 2 more of them that make 2 more of them.
I'm not gonna dilute my res pool with a 3/5 that doesn't do anything.
All right, there are my hot takes. It's bad, and we can move on.
All right, 1-star card, Tunnel Blaster.
I love this card's name.
There's some implications there.
I know.
Maybe a bussy involved.
Yeet.
7 mana 3/7 taunt death rattle, deal 3 to all minions. There's so many ways to deal with this without triggering its death rattle, and if you're gonna like trade all up into it, then it's like this is a fine arena card. This is a 3-star arena card. You're gonna pick it sometimes, but it's not gonna see any constructed play.
I would agree. I don't see any constructed play.
Spellbook Binder, 2 mana 3/2, battle cry. If you have brain damage, draw a card.
Just play Loot Hoarder.
Yeah, like this is just a shitty loot hoarder with an ugly mustache and ugly
It
hair.
has more stats, Fred.
It has, yeah, it's +1/+1, but it's impossible to fucking trigger, and it's a battle cry instead of a death rattle.
It can't get silenced? Question mark?
You broke the meta. You know what can get silenced?
What?
The spell damage minion that it activates.
But they won't know to silence it until after you've summoned it, because who the fuck would play +1
this
spell
ugly fucking
damages?
pedophile Markiplier looking motherfucker. 2-star card.
Ew.
I mean 1-star card.
Okay, there you
Recurring Villain. I love the art on this card.
He's cool.
It's a 5 mana 3/6 death rattle. If this minion has 4 or more attack, resummon it.
Buffetin.
Yeah, but then it gets resummoned as a 3/6 though. Still.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then you buff it more.
I mean, it's awkward. I don't like it.
I don't know if there's enough stuff to. I don't know. Do you want a 3-star? Wait. What? How many stars for a recurring villain?
Recurring Villain's a 2-star card.
Okay.
Like it's decent. Never mind. I thought it was a 4 mana 3/6. No,
it's a 2-star card or a 1-star card, but nah, I'm not excited.
Are you ready for my actual 2 least favorite fucking cards in the set? Like they couldn't have fucking phoned it in more, and this pisses me off.
Really? I love these cards.
They are the same fucking thing. They couldn't be bothered to design another card.
That's called putting the same mechanic on 2 cards.
Right.
It's called designing for consistency. If somebody wants to build a deck that has this effect, they get to play 4 copies that are played at different times during the game. This is good game design.
All right,
you
that's
put
fine.
different sizes of the same minion in the set.
All
This would
right.
just be like if they put Loot Hoarder and Polluted Hoarder in the same set.
I don't know what Polluted Hoarder is, but cool.
It's the 4 mana 4/2 death rattle draw card.
Oh, okay, right.
From Whispers of the Old Gods. So Portal Overfiend is a 6 mana 5/6 battle cry. Shuffle 3 portals into your deck. When drawn, summon a 2/2 demon with Rush. And Portal Keeper is a 4 mana 5/2 with the same effect. I think these are good. These are very, very good in Arena. These are very, very acceptable and constructed. I'm going to give both of them 3 stars. They're both below curve a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they're going to see a little bit of constructed play, and they're very, very pickable in Arena.
All right,
Demon
that's
synergies,
fine.
if they
Yeah.
matter. I love the design on these cards. I think they're some of the freshest designs we've seen on Hearthstone cards in a while. And I think it's cool that they're putting 2 of them in the set.
I want to
that
be
people
clear.
can,
I like the mechanic.
Yeah.
I
You
was
just
just a
don't
little.
like
I was just a little bit annoyed that we got 2 of the same neutral rares.
Yeah, I mean, I could have dealt with one of these being a common and one of these being an epic. But they're both very good cards.
Oh no, it's in rare and an epic. My bad.
Yeah, well, without Arena caring about rarity, there's really rarity only serves as a hindrance to obtaining higher rarity cards.
Yeah.
Rather than a method by which to balance Arena, which I think is really stupid. I always thought that they should just go back to Arena being chosen by
Rarity.
but I mean they're far past that point now. Heroic Innkeeper. 8 mana 4/4 taunt battle cry, gain +2/+2 for each other friendly minion.
I think
This
this
card-
is not bad.
Yeah, reminds me of Frostwolf Grunt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this 4 stars. Like there will be a standard deck that wants this because the ceiling on this is a 16/16 taunt for 8.
Yeah, she's a big gal.
The floor on this is an 8 mana 4/4 taunt, of course, but that won't happen very often unless you're in top deck mode and you just got hit with a board wipe, in which case you're probably losing anyway.
Yeah, I mean this doesn't help your situation.
Yeah, like this.
There's
this
not
is
many
gonna
board
eat your
wipes in standard right now either. I think it's like Lord Godfrey and Twisting Nether. And then we still have
Doomsayer.
like two?
Doomsayer. Well,
Yeah.
the point is, this is going to eat removal.
Right.
And if it doesn't, then this is going to win you the game really fast. So I like it a lot.
I
This is
agree
also
with
an
you.
incredibly busted arena card. This is a 5-star arena card, but I think this is a 3 or 4-star constructed card.
And it's a common.
So I'm going to go at 4 stars overall.
Nice.
Well, the rarity doesn't matter.
I mean, for crafting purposes.
Yeah,
so if a lot of decks
So, like,
want
if
it, then you can craft it pretty
a
easily.
budget mid-rangey aggro deck or aggressive mid-range deck crops
Yeah.
up that wants to do this card, it'll be nice for the budget players. That's
Hey,
a good
what's
point.
up?
Henge Clan Sneak, 3 mana, 3/3 stealth. This
Don't we
fills
already
out the
have this
bar
card?
for stealth minions, huh?
So don't we already have this card?
No, I don't think.
Okay. I just thought there was
Why?
already a 3/3, 3-mana 3/3 stealth. Oh no, it's a 3.
I mean-
no, it's a 4-mana 4/2 stealth.
We have a 5 mana 5/5 stealth. Like, we have a lot of different stat lines for stealth minions. This just fills out the stat lines for stealth minions.
Yeah.
3-star card. Not gonna see any constructed play, but fine in arena. Flight Master, 3 mana 3/4. Battlecry, summon a 2/2 Griffin for each player. Weird flex, but okay. Maybe in a deck that can take advantage of multiple of multiple creatures more than your opponent can, or
This sets
like
up
in a
your
deck with-
belligerent gnome.
sure. Well, I was thinking in a deck with effects like Power of the Wild, like just you play this and then you buff your team, and then
Right.
your opponent's 2/2 Griffin doesn't matter because it doesn't trade favorably with anything you've got.
Right.
And in those cases, it's fine. It's good with Knife Juggler.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The ideal thing that can happen is you Knife Juggler. Flight Master's Battlecry happens first. Your opponent gets a Griffin and you get the Griffin. Your Knife Juggler hits the opponent's Griffin off the Griffin, and then hits the opponent's Griffin again off the Flight Master, and so they don't actually get a Griffin.
That would be the super ideal situation.
That's the ceiling.
That
Well,
is.
actually, the ceiling is you do that, and then you play like 3 Anthem effects, and then you have a giant board, and you just take your opponent down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could just play Treant, Druid, and Wild.
Yeah. This is a difficult card to evaluate, although I know it's very good in Arena, because if you already have a minion that can eat their Griffin, then it's just a 3 mana 3/4 and a free 2/2, which is insane. So
Yeah,
this is a very good Arena card. I'm gonna give it 3 stars.
that's fine.
I
If you,
feel very good picking this in Arena.
yeah, if you're way to favorably trade with the 2/2 Griffin on their side, then it seems
Yeah.
really good.
Like if you have a 2 mana 2/3, like if you have a River Croc, then your River Croc just eats the Griffin, and then you have a 2/2 and a 3/4. So
True.
Yeah.
Assuming that the Griffin, well, you can also Crackling Razor Maul the Griffin if it's a beast, which I would assume it would be, but
yeah.
that's a weird niche situation.
I love Faceless Rager. I love the whole concept. I love the way that it mechanically and lore plays with the other cards, and just this is my favorite design of the expansion, probably.
Damn, on a neutral common.
3 mana 5/1 Battlecry, copy of friendly minion's health. It does the Faceless thing of copying things from friendly minions. It does the Rager thing of being a 3 mana 5/1 or
Yeah.
similar.
I mean, it's not even a 3-mana 5/1 because you're probably
Right,
not gonna
right.
let it play it for 1.
Well, curve this after a 2-drop. Like, curve this after... Man, we're giving River Croc a lot of attention.
Yeah.
But curve it after a River Croc, and it's a 3 mana 5/3, which is absolutely fine in Arena. Play it late in the game, and it's a 3 mana 5/7.
Yeah.
Play it after... This is like a descending order Galaxy Brain meme.
Uh-huh.
Play it after your Heroic Keeper last turn, and it's a 3 mana 5/16. That's the ceiling.
You can't see, but I just dabbed really hard.
No, I
You'll
did. I
see
saw
it.
it.
Okay, you'll see it in the stream in a second. Oh,
Yeah.
makes my fucking pee-pee rock hard.
That's a weird thing to say. But yeah,
Look at those tentacles. Anyway,
I love the design. It's a 5-star design. I think the card's 3 stars. It's very good in Arena. I don't think it's going to see any constructed play.
probably not.
Eccentric Scribe is interesting. What do the scrolls do?
I believe they are just 1/1s.
That's
I have looked them up
really-
on the wiki before, and it doesn't say anything special. I can look it up
I'm looking-
again.
I'm looking it up, and I'm looking at the tokens it makes. Yeah, they're just 1/1s. That's weird. This is such a lore seeped card. Like, there's such a lot of different ways to take this flavorfully, and they just made it a 6/6 where shit's out 1/1s. Savannah Highmane in neutral without the beast tag.
And it doesn't summon 2/2s, it summons 1/1s.
Yeah, it makes 4.
Oh, yeah. So you get
You get the same amount of stars.
stats.
The beast tag is a lot of what matters about Savannah Highmane, and 2/2s trade less awkwardly than 1/1s. I think this is a 4-star arena card still, and I don't know if it's going to see any constructed play, especially with the Death Rattle synergy cards like Cube rotated.
I don't think this is going to see much standard play. The only Death Rattle deck that's really seeing a whole lot of play right now still is Death Rattle Hunter, and they have Savannah Highmane.
Right. Do they
So-
want to more Savannah Highmane bad enough to play Eccentric Scribe is the question. And I think the answer might be yes.
No,
But Death Rattle Hunter tends to also care about controlling beasts, and they also tend to not want 4/6 drops in their deck.
yeah,
So, yeah, that's what I think is going to prevent it from being. It could be one of. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to see.
4-star arena card for sure, and what we really care about is this card is playable in arena.
Probably 2-star constructed.
Okay, yeah, I think that's totally fair. Dalaran Crusader, 5-mana 5/4 Divine Shield, adequate arena card.
Hello, whoever just joined the stream. Welcome. If you'd like to, please give us
Welcome.
your hot takes about the cards as we go over them in the chat. Continue.
So Dalaran Crusader, 5-mana 5/4, Divine Shield, adequate arena card, 3-star arena card. No constructed play, obviously, because it's just another Divine Shield minion. But you'll feel it's a 2-star arena card. You'll feel picking this in arena.
It's fine. It's a French vanilla.
Playing this on turn 6 does not give you a stroke.
Yeah.
All right, Burly Shovel Fist, 9-mana 9/9 rush, very good in arena. Reminiscent of charged. What was it? Charging Devilsaur.
Wait.
Right.
What did Charging Devilsaur do again?
It was 8-mana 7/7 charge, can't attack. It was 8-mana
That
7/7.
guy. Yeah.
This is
Got it.
9-mana 9/9 rush. This is sort of King Crush-esque, except obviously it doesn't have charge, it has rush. But kill one of your opponent's minions and leave behind something with 9 power. This is a 4-star arena card. I think this could see a little bit of constructed play, especially
If Res
if
Priest.
the Akali the Akali the Rhino Warrior deck comes out.
Rush
think this is
Warrior
go-
is already decent. So this could definitely go into Rush Warrior.
Yeah, existing deck. It unfortunately doesn't have the beast tag, even though it kind of looks like one.
Yeah.
But I mean, like this could go in Rush Warrior. This won't see any play in Resi Priest because it's not charged. It can't attack the player's face. Like, the thing that was cool about Charging Monstersaur was that technically it had charge, and its battle cry made it unable to attack this turn. So if you rezzed it, it could attack face the turn it got resurrected.
Right. I was just that's true. That's fine.
Azurite Elemental's a really bad card. I don't know why they made it an epic, except I'm going to feel really good pulling this and getting 100 free dust. This is a 1-star card.
It's elemental though.
The Elemental tag does not make every card good. Speaking of which, Arcane Servant, 2-mana 2/3 common elemental. This is River Croc in arena with elemental synergies.
You said it.
1 or 2-star arena card, no constructed play, obviously. Toxfin. I don't give a shit about Murloc, and I don't think this card is good enough. 1-mana 1/2 battlecry to a friendly minion. Murloc poisonous. Of course, it's also got poisonous. If this could give any minion poisonous, it'd be too good. But like, Murlocs can get big enough through Anthem effects to trade up, so you don't really need to give them poisonous. It feels redundant.
That's a good point. I mean, the only thing that you could potentially think of with this one is off of the new Soul of the Forest, but it's Murlocs.
Well, and it doesn't have poisonous by itself either.
Right.
Which would make it pretty good, but no, never gonna see any arena play. Very unlikely to see constructed play unless it's in the Murloc deck.
Yeah.
1-star, 1 or 2-star constructed card will be generous.
Yeah, it's gonna see fringe play in the Murloc deck.
Safeguard,
Okay.
interesting for Arena.
I don't know if you watched the reveal stream.
Okay.
They pulled off some. Hey, what's up, Bird Boy? Welcome.
I don't know who that is, but welcome.
Um,
You're gaining all these new viewers since I stopped.
it's a new viewer, yeah.
That's cool.
It
Good to
is.
meet you.
So they basically did a full hero's amount of damage trying to remove of these safeguards with Death Rattle synergy stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah,
It,
it seems alright, but I think we're still comparing this card to Rotten Apple Bomb.
yeah, Rotten Applebomb is. So, is it better
Like
to? So this is saving you 10 health.
This has the mech tag. And
Oh, I know what they did. They played this in Hunter, and they technicianed it a bunch, and they just had a shitload of chests.
Yeah, this card's fine. It's a 4-star arena card, very good arena. It's up there with Rotten Apple Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sunriver Spy. 2 mana, 2/3 battle cry. If you control a secret, game +1/+1. This is a River Croc. Don't let it tell you otherwise.
But Secret
so,
Pally.
2-star card. Secret Pally doesn't want this. Secret Pally has Secret Keeper.
Moving on.
Sunriver War Mage.
Oh, this
5
was.
mana, 4/4. This card's awesome.
Are you
This reminds
sure?
Consider the following: when Dragon decks were at their peak, with Dragon Warrior, Dragon Paladin, Dragon Priest, when those were meta decks, they played Blackwing Corruptor, which was a 5 mana 5/4 that dealt 3 if you were controlling a dragon. It is way more flexible to hold if you were holding a dragon. It's way more flexible to be holding a spell that costs 5 or more.
Right.
And your opponent is way less likely to be able to predict what it is. You could just play this in a mage deck that's not just a mage. Like it's better with Dragoncaster or Lana, but you could just play this in a mage deck that just cares about having.
I really just want Control Mage to be a thing again.
And this will absolutely be a thing in Control Mage. It's a body and it kills something for 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card's insane. This is a 4 mana or a 4-star card. This will absolutely see constructed play. You have Fred's seal of approval. Like, I guarantee this will see constructed play, or your Blizzard job back.
Yeah.
This card is great. I think it's fine in Arena too, because like unlike the Dragon requirement, like this, you could absolutely draft 3 or 4 spells that cost 5 or more, and not even be bending your draft to do so.
Right.
Then, yeah.
Usually stuff that costs 5 or more is generally good anyway, so it's not going to feel terrible trying to pick that in.
Well, it has to be a spell, but yeah.
Right.
If you're in Mage, Flame Strike. If you're in Priest, so many things.
Psychic Scream is rotating.
Oh, it is?
Yep. Oh, wait.
That was Witchwood. No, it's Witchwood.
No, Psychic Scream's rotating. That was Frozen Throne.
Oh, okay. Well...
No. It was Cobbleclose of Catacombs.
Okay. Either way, it's rotating. Yeah, this is a 4-star card.
That's
Mad
fine.
Summoner. 6 mana 4/4 battle cry for each player's board of 1/1 imps.
Just play Reformed Scheme if you want to play a bad demon card.
Well, consider the following. Your opponent's board is mostly full and you don't have a lot on board. But then consider if your opponent's board is mostly full, they're just going to eat all your imps next turn. And if your opponent's board isn't full, like if your boards are pretty much even, they're just going to trade all their imps into your imps. So this was just a 6 mana 4/4. This is a 1-star card.
It is real. But wait. What if you Inferno? Or Impferno?
I don't think that's... I still don't think... Oh.
Then they're wiping your opponent's board, and you get a bunch of 2/2s.
Alright, 9 mana.
For also, a total of 9 mana.
This does not wipe your opponent's minions that were there before you played it.
No, that doesn't matter. You said if you could summon things... You said with the Flightless Flyer guy, if you can summon something for your opponent and then immediately deal with it, it's good.
No, 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 I didn't say that at all. I said that was true about that card. Consider the following: you're paying 9 mana
uh,
for a 5/4 and 6/2/1s, and you're spending 2 cards. And this is also assuming your opponent doesn't have any minions out.
exactly, because on turn 6, your opponent never has any turn or cards out.
Alright, you've made me reconsider. This is not a 2-star card. This is a 1-star card.
All right.
Magic Carpet.
Oh.
This card's interesting. At least the epics in this expansion are bad.
You know what's this really is like really amazing with?
What?
Quest Hunter, which is
The
rotating.
Quest that's rotating. Dude, it feels like they're trying to support it too late. Yeah, no, this is a 2-star card. This is awkward as fuck. It's never gonna see you play in Arena, and the constructed deck that wants it doesn't really want it.
It doesn't exist anymore.
It's just right, but even if it did, I would argue it doesn't want it.
But what if you Spring Paw? Then it's a 2/2 rush. It's Spring Paw becomes a 2/1 rush. Spring Paw is the 1/1 Hunter Tiger that gives you another 1/1. Yeah, it's Spring Paw and then the Lynx.
No, I understand what you're saying. No, this card's bad.
No, I'm wholeheartedly agreeing with you. This is terrible.
Okay.
More Hunter Dust.
Mana Reservoir.
This is actually kind of cool. You know why?
Why?
It has the elemental tag.
This enables that shitty loot hoarder we saw, or the shitty novice engineer we saw.
Yeet. So
yeah, no,
turn. Hear me out. Turn 1, you coin Mana Reservoir, and then turn 2, you coin out the shitty draw thing.
So you burn. Okay, hear me out though. The card you draw is being replaced by not only having to spend your coin, but spend your first turn and a card, making this 2 mana 0/6 that doesn't do anything.
Elemental 2/0/6 2-drop elemental.
Sorry, excuse me. This 2-drop 0/6 elemental that doesn't do anything else.
Bird Boy,
This is
I do
one
have a
card.
mother. I'm going to ignore those comments for right now because this is mainly for a VOD. But I see that you have left the stream anyway. But
This is a 1-star card. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
moving on.
Proud Defender. 4 mana 2/6 taunt has +2 attack while you have no other minions. This is an excellent arena card. This is a 4 mana 4/6 taunt, which is what we call good in arena. Yeah, you trade out the rest of your board and then you drop this, and you feel good about it. This could possibly breach into constructed play. I see comparisons between this card and Tar Creeper.
It's really
It's a little bit harder to get the condition, but it's fine. Like, and the other cool thing is it has the attack on your turn as well, as long as you don't control the minions. It's not just your opponent's turn, so like, there's some relevance there.
right. Is there a world that
this
you
is-
wait till turn 4 to drop this?
What?
Is there a world that you wait until turn 4 to drop this?
Well, no. This doesn't stop you from playing minions before it. You just have to trade them into your opponent's stuff before you drop this guy.
True. That would require
no,
too
this-
much thinking, though.
No. This is fine. This is a 4-star arena card, 3-star construction card. I think this is a good card.
Alrighty.
Soldier of Fortune. Oh, this card's great.
Do you know what it has?
Yeah, no, that's why I was saying it's great.
The elemental tag.
This is just like a money elemental.
Yeah, dude.
This is just like, for me, it's a wet dream. Yeah, no, I think this card's unironically incredibly good in arena. It's like the dragon that gives them 2 coins when it dies, except this is unlikely to ever give them 2 coins.
Yeah, it's just
And
gonna
it gives
give them
to
1 coin.
slower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the elemental tag is even relevant. Like, I don't think you play this in constructed.
It's always
Elementals, but
relevant.
This is a 4-star arena card. Like, it's very good in arena, especially because like they're gonna feel obligated to trade into it on their turn, so that it doesn't get to choose what it attacks, and so then they're not gonna get any coins out of it.
Yeah, and then is 5 damage worth the coin?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Then we've established that this is a fairly good card.
Yeah, this is a 4-star arena card.
Especially when it has the elemental tag.
An aggressive constructed deck might want it too.
Probably, possibly. It seems a little bit overcosted for. It seems just a little bit overcosted for aggro constructed deck, but
That's fair, yeah.
That's fine.
Especially if we're not doing any one-liners. Arcane Watcher. Another part of the shitty archetype they're trying to push. I guess it curves after the 06. 2-star card, never playable in Arena. We'll see.
It was shown off. Play. It was shown off in the Silence Priest.
Sure, but in the Silence Priest, you just have the 3-mana 4/8.
That was a 4-mana 4/7 guy that heals. Which one are you talking about?
The plant.
The plant is
from Journey to Agora. Never mind. But you have Arcane Watcher. It's a 2-mana 4/5.
Right.
Yeah. No. This card's not good. This is a 1-star card.
Yeah. No, it's bad.
Silence Priest has better targets. The spell damage deck isn't going to be real.
Speaking of Silence Priest,
Dalaran Librarian. Sure. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
Fred
played in Wild with like this the 4-mana 7/4
Silence Priest.
Death Rattle Shuffle thing. No. I'm saying in Silence Priest. I don't know if Silence Priest has the tools to succeed in Standard, but if it has the tools to succeed in Wild, then this card definitely gets played.
Yeah, it's like a bad Fungal Mancer for 2.
Potion Vendor.
Okay, unironically, I actually think that this card is definitely going to see play.
I think this card's fine. I think it'll be fine. There will be constructed decks that want it. I don't think it's good in Arena, but there will be constructed decks that want it, and it's probably like a 3.
This is a very good target to draw a bunch of cards with the 1/3 Drawler in Priest. Forget its name right now.
Yeah.
It will re-heal. It will re-heal a bunch of zoo stuff.
Yeah, the 2 Priest decks that are actually using Circle of Healing for its intended purpose in 2019, which is to heal your board, will like this card because it only heals your board and it gives you a 1/1 and it's cheaper. Or no, it's not cheaper, it's 1 mana, but you know. Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna give it 2 stars.
Alrighty. I'm good with that.
Barista Lynchin, the
also
sort of the sicko mode version of the 2 fucking Brewsters.
Can we take a moment to realize that they fucking called a card Lynchin?
What? That's a last name.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because when I looked up Lynchin, I did not get the same thing as a last name. Because I could not figure out how to pronounce it, so I looked it up. There's a lot of
I got it.
Let's just say civil rights movement era photographs.
Yep. But this card's good.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that.
Shutterwalkie, maybe?
Add a copy of each other Battlecry minions. This would have to make you would have to have 2 Shutterwalks on the board, or you'll have to have your Shutterwalk survive and then play Barista.
No. You play this earlier, and then Shutterwalk does this.
Other.
Right,
It can't grab itself. You would have to have multiple Shutterwalks.
But you're going to have multiple copies of Shutterwalk.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. Sorry. Big brain plays.
Right. Well, also, just any Battlecry minions that are left over when you play the Shutterwalk will get bounced to your hand, or get extra copies of it in your hand.
True. Oh, you can get more Grumbles.
Yeah, I'm not even saying to get more copies of Shutterwalk or to get more copies of this. I'm just saying to get more copies of random shit like Fire Elemental, like
Glacial Shard, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is a 4-star card. I think this has a lot of potential. I also think they're going to be degenerate road decks that want this.
Really? Oh, if your test survives for 1 turn, you can scheme. You could fucking Daring Escape, scheme, Barista, drop, and just fucking fill your deck with Tesses.
Mm-hmm.
And return all of this shit to your hand and do it again.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to play Rogue.
Exotic Mount Seller?
Yeah.
5/8, whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 3-cost beast. Something, big titty goth GF. There's a joke in there somewhere.
I think you nailed it, so you're fine.
Thanks, appreciate it. This card's fine. The 3-cost Beast Pool includes the 2/3 Poisonous Cobra.
But it also has Iron Beak Owl.
It's also got It's also got Silverback Patriarch.
Yeah.
But
it also has the Grizzly.
Yeah, 3-mana 3/3 taunt. Is this your king? No. This card's very fine in Arena. The body's not great. Like, it's just.
What do you mean? Her body's amazing. There's the joke. We got it. We got there, boys.
I found it. I set it up and you knocked it down. This card's fine.
We're like a goddamn beach volleyball team, but less attractive.
Disagree. Henge Clan Hag. Oh, sorry. This card's 2 stars. Henge Clan Hag. 4-mana 3/3. Battlecry. Summon 2/1/1 amalgams with all minion types. That's interesting.
Interesting is definitely a word that you can say.
Well, because the 3-mana 3/4 that we used to have, like, it didn't see play in any of those decks. It sort of just mucked up Discover and random effects. This card at least doesn't do that, but it also doesn't count as a dragon in hand, which sucks.
Right.
Because that was like the only redeeming factor of getting that off of a random effect.
And it doesn't count as a mech on board.
Yeah, it does. Well, the amalgams do.
Yeah.
There's some practical application for this card that, like ultimately, you feel fine just playing a 4-mana 3/3 that makes 2/1/1s in Arena, and then random tribal synergy might happen. So I'm just gonna give this 3 stars for Arena. I don't think it'll ever see constructed play, but 3 stars for Arena.
Yeah, it's not going to. Hold on. Burb Boy, this is Fred. He does not have a channel. He is in conjunction with our channel. Stevensville Gamers is a group of people, which is why it has plural. One of those people included is Fred.
Yeah, I'm one of the people.
Also, he wants to sing you a song, but we're trying to get through this quick.
Also, I'm in my dorm in a public area. It's very late at night, so different time though, Bird Boy. I will absolutely. Does he know that I sing? Is it?
No, he did. No, he did that, and he was in the stream last night and was like, "You should sing a song," and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna sing."
I sang a song in the stream 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I don't think he was there, but
okay.
He probably doesn't know. He did it to me, but.
No, I'm a voice music major. I sing for all my grades in my job. Archivist Elysiana.
Yeah.
This is very good.
It's real
5-star
spicy.
Arena card. The only concern I have, like, this is never making your deck worse. One of your discoveries you're gonna feel bad about, but the rest of them you're gonna feel fine about. This never makes your deck worse. This also.
Have you seen Chef Nomi?
Well, no, but. Well, yeah, I have Greasefire.
Grease.
But this card, like, you'll sometimes feel bad about one of your discoveries, but you'll usually feel fine about it. The other thing I think that's important to note about Archivist Elysiana is if you have less than 10 cards in your deck, and if both you and your opponent have less than 10 cards in your deck, then you immediately become winning the fatigue game.
Yeah, definitely. Any deck that wants to go into the fatigue is gonna play this unless they're rogue, which they will just play more espionages.
Yeah, and this is a neutral card too, so like any class can use this. Any control deck can use this, and a lot of control decks will want this. I'm curious to see where it goes.
Warriors losing Dead Man's Hand, so
yeah,
maybe.
Archmage Vargoth.
Wait, how many stars for Elysiana?
Oh, I said 5-star Arena.
Oh, okay.
4 stars for constructed, because this will definitely see a lot of constructed play.
Yeah,
card's great.
And
Archmage Vargoth.
He is disgusting.
He's fine.
He is already seeing play in Res Priest.
What do you mean already?
This is the legendary that we got.
Oh, okay. Oh, do I need to log in to get that?
Yep. He is disgusting because Spellstone is still in standard. When this rotates, you will then get another Mass Resurrection.
Sure.
If Mass Resurrection, if you get this off of Mass Resurrection, you then Mass Resurrect it again. People have done Spellstone, where they go Spellstone into Archmage Vangoth, into a second Spellstone, into another Archmage Vangoth, and fill their board with Malagoses or Taunts or Velens.
Yeah, I mean, we're rotating Spellstone now. And, like, that's the only application the card has, so, like...
Right. If, I'm saying, after rotation, if Mass Resurrection sees play, which I think it does, and I think it will...
I hope so, but I don't know.
Then this will do the same thing.
3 stars. 3-star card.
I will give it 4, but that's fine.
Okay. Big Bad Archmage, decent arena card, like a 10-drop, like actual 10-drop stats would probably be better than just 2 6-drop stats. Although, if you have taunts out and you can protect this guy, then he becomes way better. Because getting a 6-drop every turn is very relevant, especially when you're in top deck mode.
Yeah.
So I'm giving this 4 stars for arena. I don't think it'll really see any constructed play with a good removal sweetness in constructed right now, especially after this set comes out.
Yeah.
But 4-star arena card to be sure.
I don't think this is going to see any constructed play. There's no reliable way to protect it unless it's in Wall Priest, and Wall Priest doesn't want this in their res pool.
Yeah. No, you couldn't have said it better myself. Yep. 4-star arena card, not really any constructed potential as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Batterhead. 8 mana, 3/12 rush. After this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again.
This is
interesting
cool.
premise. It's going to be really hard for this to kill a minion because it only has 3 power. Like, it's going to wipe your opponent's small
It's an
board.
aggro killer.
Aggro killers usually don't cost 8 mana, and they usually have, like, taunt or some way to gain you life.
Right. I'm just saying that that's how they advertised it. They were like, look at all of these small minions that my opponent has and somehow not killed me by
on
turn
8
with an acre
when
attack.
I don't feel the need to protect myself. Like, that's just not a scenario I see happening often.
No, this is what they are calling their aggro killer.
This is a 2-star card. I'm dusting it probably.
I will not craft it, but if I get it, I'll throw it into a res priest to see if it's worth resing.
Why would it be?
So then Divine Spirit, Interfire, 12 health minion, or just
it's a shitty rush minion.
It's probably it's not good.
Okay, yeah, no, this will just dilute your res pool. Unseen Saboteur is a hand attack like we've never seen before. We had Dirty Rat, but now the potential of this is crazy.
You are
play your opponent's
absolutely
res
correct.
spell before they have a good res pool.
Yeah.
Play your opponent's fireball random. Like, even if you just play this and your opponent discards the fireball essentially because it hits this, then that's fine. The ceiling on this card is like it hits your opponent's pyroblast and they kill their own minion or hit themselves in the face.
Yeah, definitely.
The floor on this card, though, is unfortunately the same as the floor on Dirty Rat, where they play a spell and it just plays out the way they would have played it, and they got to play it for free earlier.
Right.
So this card has a dangerous 4, but Dirty Rat had a dangerous 4 too, and it was still incredibly good card.
A lot of play.
It was also an incredibly skill testing card as to like when you should play it, and I think the same thing will be true of this. The fact that it's a 6-drop hurts a little bit, and that it's not even a little bit over curve like Dirty Rat was.
Right, because Dirty Rat also had the taunt.
It was a 2-mana 2/6, yeah. This is a 6-mana 5/6. Yeah. I still think this card's very good. I still think the hand attack aspect, especially like this can eat your opponent's Mage Quest reward.
Yeah.
And just ruin their Exodia style combo. There's just a lot of potential with this, and I really like it. I really like.
It's a Dirty Rat for spells.
I really like hand attack being part of Hearthstone.
I think comparing it to Dirty Rat was a little bit much.
It's definitely a 3-star card.
I would agree.
The meta will tell us whether this card is good.
Yeah.
And also your ability to read your opponent's hand is important. Like, if your opponent's shaman, you can sometimes hit like a volcano, and then this is a board wipe at the expense of a card from your opponent's hand and a card from your hand.
Right. Like if you
yeah,
play this while you're behind and force their volcano out when they have a board.
All right, Big Dick Energy. Your opponent's playing Warlock. They're playing Cataclysm. You Unseen Saboteur, and they discard their hand.
Why would they do that? Also, both of the cards we've mentioned are rotating. Volcano was Ungoro, and
oh no, I know this is a mostly wild card.
Was...
There are less spells you care about discarding in Standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hecklebot. 4-mana, 3/8 taunt. Your battle cry. Your opponent summons a minion from their deck. So this is like a shitty version of the Death Rattle card from Naxxramas.
Yeah, everyone was saying Dirty Rat, and then you and Toast are the only person who have said that.
This isn't Dirty Rat, though. Dirty Rat pulls things out of your opponent's hand.
I know. It's people were like, I like this is like Dirty Rat, and Toast was like, everyone's wrong. It's not like Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat takes cards out of your opponent's hand. This gives your opponent card advantage and tempo. Like, this will be a fine arena card, especially if it's like a 1/3 with a battle cry they would care about. But like, oh, fuck. This is a 3-star card.
It's really okay. The ceiling on this is the Mechathune comes out, and they don't get their Mechathune combo, but they also get a 4-turn 10/10.
Yeah, that's not the ceiling on this card at all.
No, I said that's the floor.
Oh. I thought you said that was the ceiling.
Right, I changed my mind.
Halfway through the sentence?
Yep.
Sicko mode.
Yeah.
The mech tag is a little relevant. This is just a worse version of Dread
No, the mech tag makes it even worse because you could fucking get it off in an Omega Assembly.
This is fine off Omega Assembly when your opponent doesn't have any minions in their deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, this is a 3-star card.
Oh, it's a 2-star card because it fucking dicks your mech pool.
Okay, but Arena, pull out a 1/2 from your opponent's deck.
That's fine.
I got a 4-mana 3/7 taunt. Alright, Gepedophile. 8-mana 6/6.
Whoa.
Battle Cry, draw 2 minions from your deck and set their attack health and cost to 1.
There's an OTK somewhere. We just gotta find it.
You just want this card. You want this card in every deck you play Barnes in.
Wait.
Because he does a similar thing to Barnes. Oh, there's a Malagos in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Malagos and a Valen somewhere.
Yeah,
and then you Faceless Manipulator.
They're printing as many fucking cards as they can to make Malagos, to give them excuses to ban Malagos. Like a priest deck with this Malagos, Prophet Velen, and then you just have two
Faceless Manipulators, or
no, 2 mind. You don't need Faceless Manipulators. You 2 Mind Strikes or whatever. With a 2-mana 5 damage to your opponent's face and priest.
Yeah, each of them will do 20 with Velen. Oh
with Velen
shit! Holy shit! That's literally like Geppetto into Malagos Van Cleef.
Well, you have to have drawn Malagos and Velen. You have to not have drawn Malagos and Velen by the time you draw Geppetto.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's not terribly hard. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is a good card. Henge Clan Hogsteed. Oh, sorry, we need to rate this one. I think it's a 4-star card in Constructive. It's not really doing it. It could do stuff in Arena. Like, it's an on-curve minion that draws... or no, it's not on-curve at all. It's way under-curve. But it draws 2 minions. And, like, the ceiling on this in a fair deck...
Are we still in Geppetto?
Like, you're not trying to do any degenerate. Huh?
Are we still in Geppetto?
Yeah. The ceiling on this card in a fair deck, where you're not trying to do any degenerate, is you get like a Loot Hoarder and a Fire Elemental, and you get to do the things that those cards do with them. You know.
Yeah.
You're not mad about it, but it's not great. But yeah, the 4-star card for Constructed. Henge Clan Hogsteed. 2-mana 2/1 Rush, Death Rattle, Summon 1/1 Murloc. It's a beast. This card's fantastic in Arena. Like, just bravissimo. Just good shit.
Good fucking shit, my dude.
4-star Arena card.
In Constructed, it's probably going to be overrated.
Death Rattle Hunter with beasts. Like,
do you want to waste like a Crackling Razor Maul on this?
they struggle with small creature removal, which this fulfills that purpose, and it's a
True.
death rattle. So I mean, potentially, but I really like it for arena. I think this is a premium arena card.
It's awkward and standard because it does some stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's a 2 damage. It's like 2 mana, 2 damage, 1/1.
That's very fine. With Death Rattle synergies, Beast synergies, and Murloc synergies, and Rush synergies.
Yeah, you're giving me more reasons to like this because you don't even feel bad drawing this off of like.
No, absolutely not.
In Rush Warrior Akali.
Right. I mean, no, you don't feel bad drawing this off of Akali at all. You don't feel bad buffing it with the warrior weapon that buffs rush minions.
Yeah, Woodcutter's Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems fine the more you talk about it.
4-star arena card, possibly even 5. 3-star constructed card. And this is good. Traveling Healer.
I really like this card. This is the pumpkin peasant of this set for me.
The art you like?
Yeah, the art is awesome. He's a fucking old, like, turtle jabroni.
Then I got some advice for you. Play Arena, because this card's really good in Arena.
Yeah?
It's ass and constructed, but it's a 4-mana 3/2 Divine Shield, which is about on curve, and it restores 3 health to either you, or it lets one of your minions get ready to trade with something again. Like, this card's good in Arena. This is a 3-star Arena card, maybe 4 stars.
Yeah, it's pretty ass and constructed. You
really need to get good. You really need to get good enough at Arena to play it. Like,
yeah, maybe I'll do it this set.
Maybe. Evil Cable Rat.
This is your
Beast,
Lactator.
Battlecry Lactate. This card's bad.
Yeah, it's the neutral Lactator. This
card seems very bad, like 2 or 1 star.
If you want to have a Lactator in the not evil classes, then you can put it in there. And there's no reason to do that.
Just isn't very good in this game.
Yeah. Literally the only class that is ever going to lactate is Rogue.
So 1 or 2 stars?
1 star.
Okay. Spellward Jeweler. What the fuck?
This is the card that I was saying that is worse. The only card that is arguably worse than Dr. Boom's scheme.
Spellward Jeweler?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Get this.
Okay.
You play Spellward Jeweler.
Yeah.
They take an extra turn. It is your turn again. If you do not kill them, they'll just OTK you next turn.
No. But this card is so good. It's a 3-mana 3/4. It's above curve, and it holds off dying for. This is Ice Block with a body in neutral.
No, it's not like Ice Block. It's like Timeout.
Right, but with a body, you're not taking time off making bodies. Your opponent's not taking an extra turn at all. Your opponent's just taking their turn, but like Hunter can't hit you with their hero power. Mage can't fireball your face if they had the extra mana laying around.
So you're saying that you play this on curve?
Not necessarily. Sometimes you play it on curve. Sometimes you wait until it seems like your opponent's going to do some shit to you. This card is incredibly skill testing. It's incredibly good. It's 4 stars. I think most constructed decks, any constructed deck that wants to go past the early game wants this as a 2/of. I think this is one of the best cards in the expansion, if not the best card in the expansion. It's definitely the best neutral card in the expansion.
Really?
Next to possibly the Archivist. Where's she at? Archivist Luciana.
Wow. All right then.
Yeah, this card's really good. 4 stars. Possibly 5.
I'm going to disagree with you and say it's not very good. Okay. But I could be wrong.
Sure. Well, only time will tell.
Yeah. We shall
I'm crafting
see.
Day 1 if I don't pull them. This card's great. Last card, Chef Nomi is a meme card.
Is it though? Because 42/42 in stats is really good.
Guide to a board wipe.
No. They don't die to a board wipe.
Also, if your deck is empty.
Hear me out. What if you go that into Archivist Eliana?
All right.
Chef
Sure.
Nomi into Archivist.
Sure. All right. Whatever. Yeah, that's a egregious amount of setup.
You know what else you can do?
Suboptimal payoff. What?
You can just play Mechathune.
Yeah. There you go. Review over. No, Chef Nomi. Remember when our parents always used to say like card games are demonic or whatever?
Yeah.
And the devil's gonna speak. This proves it.
Like, why?
Summon 6/6/6.
Oh, and it's a 6/6.
6/6/6. No, it's 3 6s in a row.
Yeah, I see
Your deck
that.
is empty. 6/6/6 freestyle.
Summon 6/6/6.
Yeah. Don't say it again
Confirmed.
or it'll be cool down.
Ew. Or my channel will get banned for
good.
satanic
I like it.
shit.
I'm gonna give it 3 stars. No, I mean, wait, no. I don't know why I said that. Card's bad. It's a 1-star card. It's terrible.
It's fine. It's gonna get
Expansion
meme
review
potential.
over?
Yeah, so as a whole, what would you give the expansion out of 5 stars?
0. Blizzard is awful, and you should never do money or even spend time playing their games.
Well, I'm glad we did a whole set review on them.
You're welcome.
Where does this rank actually, though?
What?
In like, oh, I think I broke something. I don't know, just
In terms of what?
comparing to other sets, I think it's better than some sets, but it's not good.
I think that it is. I just don't care, honestly. Like it's one of the more boring sets. I like it better than busted sets, like fucking like Whispers of the Old Gods and like especially like Mean Streets of Gadgetzan.
Right.
But it's not. It's not as good as. Like it's not as good as other fair expansions like
Frozen
fucking
Thrones.
well, it's not as good as other fair expansions like Frozen Throne or like Goblins and Gnomes.
Right.
My favorite expansion, League of Explorers or Journey to Un'Goro, probably League of Explorers is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems it's better than Boomsday. I think the cards are better than the Witchwood, but I like the Witchwood's lore-wise better. It's fine.
Yeah.
Rostacon's Rumble was a really fun set.
Well, I just thought we were talking about like how excited I am to play with the expansion. We were talking about lore.
Oh, well, okay. Well, exciting-wise, I think that I am excited to play with these. Not as excited as I was for some previous sets, but I am more excited to play with these cards than I was with Boomsday.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate. I need to go to bed because it is 12:30 and I have work at 9, and I've been getting a lot more sleep lately.
That is
which
good.
is good, but I'm very tired.
I will let you go then. Thank you for doing the reveal stream. It has been fun.
It has been fun. Thank you for inviting me. I had a great time.
No problem.
We should what are we? We should stream together soon. Again, I like it a lot, but I also need to get all of my homework done forever. So, like it's just a lot of. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta go to bed. I'm not talking coherently. I had a great time. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it as well. It was fun. Real quick, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below what you guys think of the set. It comes out tomorrow.
Patreon. Find his channel on Pornhub.
I do not have anything on Pornhub.
Speak for yourself. I do.
Oh, okay.
Follow me on Twitter at Fredass_B.
Yes. Do go follow Fred at Twitter. There's merch and Patreon down there. Join the Discord. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just check out all the links in the description. All that stuff is down there. So
yeah, for sure.
Make sure you guys keep the LES spirit with you, because Michael
and Fred
from Stevensville Gamers is going to be signing off now. So 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah.